let's go ahead and begin. On last episode of Dungeon Next Door,
That's something good. You say that every time.
Do what?
That's something good.
You just ruined a stride though.
Yeah.
But it's the first time he did it like that, and I was like,
Do it again.
No.
Dungeon Next Door.
So on the last episode of Dungeon Next Door, the adventurers, the Six of Spades, decided that they were going to travel out west to find Mithril. As they decided to do that during their travels, they came to a roadblock of what seemed as if the wind that was blowing had come alive, turning into two air elementals. As they started to get to that area, they started feeling that the energy, the same energy that they were feeling from when they actually unlocked the arcane crystals. After defeating the two air elementals, they fixed up their wagon and traveled to Zenovo. Because of connections and being there before, it was easy to get in. They got to rest, and we will start with starting up the day. So, as you guys, where is Zenovo?
No, where are we? Zenovo?
Yeah, Zenovo.
it's a military.
It's the military base.
Okay.
So, you guys wake up in what is a kind of a very iron-made bunker. It's not really it's nothing like a tavern. It's pretty much got bunk beds, and
A barracks.
yeah. So you guys are pretty much in barracks. You see a couple people walking around. They look like they're very focused on a mission, and as you guys start walking towards, you guys kind of see this giant mess hall where people are usually chowing down, that has a cafeteria. You guys get your food, sit down. So you can kind of see everyone around you is kind of quiet, eating their food, very one-handed, just shoveling their food into their mouth. If anybody has a grandpa or a father that's been in the military, if you've ever seen a person who's ex-military eat, they're very heads down, just shovel food into mouth, just on a mission. But what are you guys doing?
Do they mine here?
Do they mine here?
Do they mine in the surrounding areas and bring stuff here?
Not in the surrounding areas. I don't think you could gather that they don't really mine in the base. You would see that a lot of their stuff seems like it comes from other places from the country.
The first time I see someone of high rank that I recognize from my last visit or from the castle, I would like to stop them and ask them something.
So we don't necessarily know where we're going. We just know we're going west. Or
No.
sorry, east.
No, west. You guys
It is
are
west.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys are east. You guys are now going west. You see the person who helped you in the first time. You remember his name was Dom. But he kind of has his cart or his tray as he's kind of throwing it away, and he looks at you and goes, "Hey, what's going on?"
Hey, do y'all have? Okay, I'm just gonna be straightforward. I need diamonds and jeweled horns or glass, icing glass. Either three of those things.
He's like, diamonds we don't really have. You might find glass at the forge. They might be making glass there, but who knows what they're making. I wouldn't put all my eggs in one basket for that one. And what else are you looking for? A jeweled horn? Yeah,
Yep.
you're definitely not gonna find that there. There's need for luxury. Yeah,
At ease.
looks at you and walks off.
Dismissed. I say dismissed.
He just kind of gives you like a salute back and he walks away. So what else are you guys?
Should we like look for like a guide to get us out there, perhaps?
Guide? We're not at the true metals are yet.
No.
Yeah.
That's where kind of like
we're gonna
my
need a native.
tribe is and whatnot.
Yeah. Or should we travel further west before thinking about that?
Yeah, there's
I don't think
can't
we
get
do
a
that
native
yet.
Okay.
of the west when you're in the east. I mean, you could, but it's just
So we should just leave town then, right?
Yes.
All right. So
sense.
to give you guys a little more info, you have technically 2 natives of the west with you. One is Cuilorea. She is a person who is from that area, and 2, Imina. She is from like a town that is kind of further out west. So they've traveled east to get to where they are. So they would know a little bit about what's going on.
Hmm.
Before we head out, I stop at the forge and ask him if he has a glass eye of seeing, foreseeing.
Let's see.
Can we also potentially get another horse? So I don't have to be a horse?
Well, if you're our guide, I mean, it would make perfect sense if you're a horse too, right?
But she's doing hard labor the whole time.
I feel like she should get a stat boost for like exercise or something.
Transforms back into a human is
Like
twice as
like
tough.
Me
plus
already
1 to
buff.
strength or something. Come on.
Oh no. He looks around and goes, yeah, I sometimes have to make some prosthetics. He's like, are you missing an eye?
Technically, yes.
He kind of looks at you, and he looks around at everybody else. You're only alone. Are you alone?
I don't know if they wanted to come.
I would go with him. I would go with him. It's the forge. Of course, I'm gonna go.
I'd be on the looking for a horse.
I'd likely be eating if we're in a mess hall.
He looks at you and goes. He looks at you and goes, yeah. So I got an eye. 10 gold. You can kind of see that, like, he's trying to
Hustle.
He's trying to get a little bit out of this.
8.
7.
Hey,
What did you roll for persuasion?
Well, just a flat 17. Not even added what my. You don't want to know what my persuasion is. So it's 20.
He says 8 gold, and you didn't get it from here.
Where did we get it?
Just saying, you didn't get it from here.
Oh, I understand.
And he's like,
I see what you're doing.
he says, we got yourself a deal.
Hi.
I understand.
He says, we got yourself a deal. Mark off 8 gold.
Hit Soter. I was going to give him 12. He was going to give you 12.
No, I'm not. No.
Alright, so what's your guys' next?
Does she find a horse?
Now, do we want a pony or do we want a war horse?
we want a horse.
I mean,
I transformed into a war horse, I think.
a riding horse is 75 gold pieces, but a war horse is 400.
Question: They're using Warforged and stuff here. Do they have
A warforged horse?
Yes.
Please.
Oh my god.
Please.
That's not out of the question.
No, it's
Cuilorea
not.
would prefer to find a natural horse.
But it's not a
Why would
warforged.
you-
It's something else.
Because I'm a fucking druid.
Why
But
would
I'm-
you want to hassle a live being when we can use?
True. Use
I'm
it
a
for
dwarf.
indentured servitude? Come on.
Okay, I
And
feel
s-
like that's not nice.
The way I
Because
said it was,
Soter
it made sense.
is a live being. Like
Oh,
That
I didn't even think of that.
Can become
Holy
tired.
crap.
Is how I said it.
I
They
see
made
what-
it
I see what-
terribly.
Wow.
that went over my head. But
That sunk in.
I
no,
meant
with
it
me,
as-
I see it to where this is what they like to do. Horses, they like to pull. This is their job. Pretty much. Not that they have to. If they don't, then they rear and kick and like, no, I'm not doing it unless you whip them.
We don't.
But a horse, a warforged horse, there is no warforged horse. It's not. It's like a human horse. You don't. No.
A centaur?
Yes.
Under the table.
It's a construct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
construct.
it would be a construct. So
A regular horse then.
so as you
I looked
go
up
over
horse
to
prices.
like the stables that would have a lot of the horses there, you kind of see like a young man who's kind of sitting there, kind of like feeding Bhel, hey, you know, doing his job. And he looks at you and goes, hey, how can I help you?
I need a horse.
You need a horse?
Well, I have a party of 6. I don't want to be a horse again. And I have one horse already. I just need another one to help carry the load.
Are there any warforged around? In sight? Like, can I see any?
Hold on that.
Okay.
He kind of looks at you and goes, well, do you have any, like, paperwork saying that I can release a horse to you?
I might have a friend. Bhel, is he with me right now? Are you guys with me?
Are
Yeah.
you guys with her?
I assume so. I assume we were all just like.
I picked Bhel up and get them.
As I was handing her things, she just picked me up and
Yeah.
He
not
pulls-
handing it. It's the form of the engineering thing meeting with what's his face's signature on it, and
He-
Keith, whatever.
He kind of looks at it. Well, yeah. And he kind of looks at you guys and goes, so are you looking for your own personal riding horse or a horse that can pull?
Cool.
All
Right, guys?
Yes.
Cool.
And he kind of like takes you over to a couple stables, and he kind of looks at you guys and goes, is there one you're looking for? And he kind of like shows you there's like a black one, a white one with like gray speckles,
Is the one that we have brown?
and like a like very like tan brown one.
He didn't say.
This matters. The fact that he just described that.
And
This choice matters. It's like
he-
Pokemon.
He kind of
Holy
like
crap.
he's like, well,
Should I speak with animals and ask them?
Are there any
Imina
defenders? Like,
is gonna turn to Cuilorea. I'm gonna ask her. Which one of these looks the strongest to you?
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals, and I'm gonna talk to them, and I'm gonna ask them which one would like to go on a journey with us, free will, and if they're strong.
But they can always understand you, right?
They can, they just can't, I can't understand them.
Fair. Okay.
So I could be like, nay, or come forth, whichever one's the strongest. They don't have to listen to me. And I don't know if they heard me or understood, but if I talk to them with this way, I can actually understand.
Okay.
Tell them that if they come with us on our journey, there will be plenty of food, and we will treat them well.
they don't know
We
that.
will start fresh.
The other horse is like,
I guess I go up to them and I'm like, hey,
which
Hey.
one? Which one?
are they just all lined up?
Well, like, so the way you guys kind of walk into the stables. It's kind of like one of those like longhouses. So like you see like each of them are in their own like bay or like banking or whatever that would be stable.
Okay.
You know. So are you asking her to tilt it up?
Yeah.
So you're gonna grab the big thing where the nope, not that. Nope, not
The
that.
actual camera.
Yeah, and then you're gonna tilt that up a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. There. It like fell down.
It fell down. Why'd you take you owe me some money if it was falling down?
So I guess I'm gonna. They could all like hear me if I was to like speak up, right?
Yeah.
Which one of you thinks you're the strongest?
And then you hear like three of them kind of bolt up and say, I am. And you hear one of them goes, honey, neither of them are.
Oh, hi. Who then?
So the brown one's strong. Or she kind of looks at him and goes,
Which one's this one?
She kind of speaks. It's the white one. She's the white one with the speckles. She says, now, Macintosh over there, he's the tan one. He is strong, but he sure is dumb.
Perfect.
You have Ebony over there. He's strong, but he's very boisterous. So like he thinks he can lead everything and do whatever he wants, but really he's a horrible leader. He kind of like bikes up and says, "Hey," and then she says, "The brown one," and she looks and she says, "That's Chocolate." Chocolate's a simple old boy. He's young, he's full of spirit. And, with good hands and good people guiding him, he can go far. I say that you should probably pick Chocolate over everyone just because these other guys they don't have a good head on their shoulders. And, then there's me. I'm Ivory. I just like to look good. So if you're not trying to be somewhere looking good, I wouldn't choose me. But other than that, there is your selection, and you guys go ahead and pick. But be good to whoever you pick.
Is our other horse
Sister.
a boy or
On
a
the
girl?
spot.
Yeah, is our other horse a boy or a girl?
Who?
Our other horse, Bushel.
Bush is a boy.
George W. Bush.
Yes, George W. Bush.
George W. Bushel.
May
Bushel,
11.
like speckle.
May 11.
So I'm gonna tell the the tan one is the dumb one, or is he the boisterous one?
He is the dumb one.
So the tan one is dumb, but it's really strong. Ebony is strong, but boisterous. He thinks he can lead the way. And the chocolate one is strong, but he's young. And the white one, I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to go on an adventure. She just says she likes to look good. So I'm thinking Chocolate, if anything.
Then it is settled.
Sounds great.
Anybody have carrots?
I can ask him what his favorite food is. Not all of them like carrots.
Okay.
He probably likes carrots though. I'm gonna go over to Chocolate and be like, "Hey, would you like to go on an adventure with us? There's another horse with us to keep you company."
He kind of he looks at you and goes, "Adventure? What type of adventure are we going on?"
Well, it's. Are you easily spooked?
I don't know. I've never really. I mean, they've been doing a lot of training with me, and that's been cool. But
We have a really loud, fat, chubby kid,
Yum.
which spooks the horses a lot.
I've met a lot of fat, chubby people.
He's kind of scary. So as long as you're not scared easily, it should be fine. But we're going to the west to get true metal for the kid.
I've never been out west. The farthest I've been out west is like the Bridgetown. But like other than that, that's like the farthest I've been.
All right, Chocolate. Well, if you would be willing, we'd love to have you on our journey. And there's Bushel. He's the other horse who's with us.
Sounds like a swell guy.
I love him. We're taking chocolate. Okay, so we take.
I hope this decision doesn't come back to haunt us.
I
I didn't like that
I
laugh
wanted,
either.
I wanted to get the bolsterous
Oh, yeah.
one. 'Cause I was
What's
like,
his
we're gonna
favorite
need
food?
both.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite food?
I'm a guy who likes heads of cabbage.
Heads
No,
of cabbage.
Lettuce, actually.
Lettuce.
Heads of lettuce.
He likes lettuce.
I was surprised that this is new cardinal directions.
The animals are intelligent. Leave them
Yeah,
alone.
horses are intelligent.
Everyone knows that. All right.
Fourth horse?
No, we don't worry about that. I was gonna look for a horse defender, see if anyone had one, but we got our horse, so we're solid. I'm not worried.
Chelsey.
Yeah.
A horse defender? What is that?
Warforged, they make animals, and they're called defenders, and they'll protect Warforged. But we're good. Let's go with chocolate.
I don't know. That
All right, we're off to see the wizard.
Alright, so the young boy kind of tells you like, oh, chocolate's fine, fine horse, and gets you guys all saddled up and ready to go.
Shit, I'm attached to this horse, guys.
This is not good.
That's not good.
If you think this is going to end well, you
It's
haven't
not.
been paying attention.
What is that from?
Game of Thrones.
What is it?
Game of Thrones.
There we go.
Okay. Well, I guess we take our horse. Chocolate.
I feel like this horse is gonna get killed off as a plot device to get you angry to do something.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that? Greg went.
Not horrible. I'm not gonna kill off a horse. Gotta kill off the last horse now.
He didn't.
Right on.
Getting lost in the woods with monsters made of air isn't killing him.
Well, I mean, the monsters made of air probably don't want to eat the horse or mess with it because it's not in their best interest.
Okay.
Who knows? It might have traveled back to the capital.
She said Reese's from Halloween.
Alright, so, as you guys get all readied up, you guys, is there anything else you guys would like to do in the town before you guys leave? No?
Start a business. Create a family.
Alright.
Is there something you want us to do?
Oh wait, is
No,
there
I'm just making sure that you guys
carriage
Find the love
more
of my
in?
Isn't this? Sorry, continue.
Is that gonna be enough to like get us to the west? Because I know it was the one that Angus made.
are you saying like is it durable to get you guys out there?
Yeah, because I thought that the last time we had talked about it.
It's super adorable.
No, that's not what I mean.
There's
It's
like
like
enough
small.
supplies. Like, will it last us?
Well,
it says
we're not going straight there. We're going to be stopping through a couple places, so
Angus
we can
uses
fix
broken
something up.
carriage and his cleric divinity to create a usable carriage to get us back on our trail to our destination. And then, so it was just a carriage, but it wasn't a full-on thing, is what you said.
It was a wagon, not a.
So
carriage.
Yeah.
it will get you guys to where you guys need to go. What I was trying to explain is that like what you guys had in the first place was like one of those like very like pristine wagons, like
There's
where
like
you would
a-
see like do what?
Like one for like war. That they.
Not only for like war, but like this is for like you know
Bush banshee.
high royalty. Like,
That was, yeah.
this is a high
Transporting
royalty
war.
person and they're traveling and this is just for you know those type of people, but the what Angus has made is kind of like your Oregon Trail, you know, necessity has the cover over it, nothing.
Probably less suspicious.
Yeah, just nothing
That's true.
too crazy.
I was gonna ask, is this the town Matt didn't get to experience last time, where
Mhm.
everybody was
Yeah.
robots and metal? Where if Angus was really there, he would have
Yeah.
been freaking out because you were asleep last time we
Oh,
were in this
yeah,
town,
it's
and
knocked out.
everyone's made of
Yes, it
metal
is.
and robots. And I didn't know if that was something you would want to experience.
I'm good.
We dead set on this, man.
He really wishes that he could explore more, but Angus is too set on finding the true
I was
Bhel.
talked to by God. What would you do?
Forget y'all. I was talking to Black God himself.
God told me. You know,
Trump
horrible
told me
things-
to do it.
What? Horrible things happen when someone says,
Yeah.
God told me.
Hey, those stories go down in legends and get repeated a billion times
And misinterpreted.
and misinterpreted. So this is gonna be
And
amazing.
rewritten to someone else's standards.
I'm gonna sacrifice my firstborn child.
Anyway,
If you ever have one.
he does have a
He has
first one.
2. I mean, he has 2 children, not 2
Oh,
firstborns. That's not
Well,
possible.
yeah.
Huh? It kind of is possible.
Firstborn.
Anyway.
Feels
woman.
like just Bella became
Alright,
the
yeah,
firstborn.
anyway. So, you know what to try with. So,
I feel like dwarven hips are wide. They can both come out at the same time.
oh god.
All right, I
But-
said it. Sorry.
But, as you guys are traveling out, for Imina and Cuilorea, you guys know that your next town is like about a day's away. You're very unfamiliar with it, like you just kind of know, like,
Yeah, that's probably here.
yeah. So,
But Amina, she got some
Amina,
knowledge.
you've been around like towns, and you know it took you a while to get to it, so you kind of know this this town. It's the town of Hjalt,
J-O-L-T.
Jalt, but Hjalt, H silent. Hjalt. Be like Hjalt.
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 And have I, like, do I know what this town is like?
It is like it is the gateway city, kind of like the city before you go, like before you're like, we are going west. It's like the last town that it's the last
big
town.
before we get to, like, the hillside kind of thing?
Yeah, it's the last town before like basically like Capital Guard, like don't go any further.
Okay.
Like anything past this town, if you need any help, it's gonna come from town's guardsmen, who are usually people who are from the town. It's also known for its bridge, you know. That's why the horse knew it as Bridgetown. Any other questions?
We can't talk
Were
horse,
you
so we
in
didn't
this
know
town?
what the horse knew it as.
Yes, you don't know
Are the
the
people
horse.
friendly?
Right. We can't talk to the horse.
Is there?
Is it like Southern Hospitality or New York City?
Um,
I'm sure there are plenty of nice people in New York City.
I would
Not
say,
true.
I would
False.
say it's like, I would say it's more like Southern hospitality.
Are we talking Mayberry here?
I would say it's more of like, it's not like a big city where it's like people. There's like a lot of people. It's just that it's kind of like a very like compact town. That kind of bridged itself together.
That's why it's called Bridgetown.
So are they like two towns over a bridge?
Once was two towns.
Okay.
That kind of came together into one town based off the bridge, and they kind of built a lot of their culture around the bridge and stuff like that.
Okay.
Alright, so as you guys travel, takes about a day for you guys to travel to this town of Hjalt.
Let's call it Hjalt. Sorry.
Of Hjalt. As you guys are kind of going through, you kind of hear like a crier that is kind of calling out, all magic people report to the town hall to be checked in, you know. So he's just kind of repeating that.
Oh, shit.
You
This is
kind
the entrance
you
of
kind of
Shrek.
hear you kind of hear him
Holy crap,
talk
it is.
about local, basically revenue tax is coming up at the end of the month. You hear him talk about basically the aqueducts. The aqueduct and the troll under the bridge are vacant, so he kind of just kind of calls out certain things, and as he's going by, what would you guys like to do now that you guys are in town? It's about
I am in the town and I am hearing magic people to the town hall, and I'm in the back of a covered carriage. I would like to alter myself to look like a normal human. I'm Shelly.
That's really good.
I'm assuming I'm handling this, and I don't know that she's altering herself, or that I should be scared. So I am myself.
You're hiding yourself?
No, I'm not. I'm just myself because I don't see there's any reason to be scared.
I mean, you're not inherently magic just because you're not human, right?
It's like the superhero
Furbolgs
registration
can
act.
literally just
going
turn
on.
invisible. So Furbolgs can literally just turn invisible as a racial feat.
That is.
But
I think that's racist to say that.
So, he, as you guys are going through, you kind of see the hustle and bustle of the town going on, and you kind of see a lot of heavy amount of troops just kind of walking by. They're kind of, some are going, all of them are kind of dispersing, going everywhere, but you can kind of see that they're on a mission, trying to knocking on doors and stuff like that. And you see a lot of people talking to them. A lot of people are kind of trying to scurry away from them. Just knowing that the presence of how many guards are here, it's kind of one of those things that kind of get people it kind of gets everyone kind of very uptight and oh god, the police are here, hold up, let me just put my head down. But right now, you guys just rolled into town. It's getting late, so you guys are going to be looking for room and board, right?
Okay.
Thank you for that.
So, as you guys look for room and board, from the crier, you heard out that there's two places that you guys can go to, and that is one, the aqueducts, and two, the troll under the bridge.
Troll under the bridge.
I knew you knew.
And we all knew.
What? Oh, what he was going to say?
I think we all want to go.
Which one
to
has
the
a
troll under the bridge.
same-
Right?
they
Have
all
I
have
stayed in
same
either of them before?
History check.
Yeah. You would have stayed at the troll under the bridge just because it's more the cheaper one. It's kind of like your
Do I not look like someone who can afford precious heirlooms?
yeah, it's not well yeah, it's kinda like your commoners, kinda like squall place where people usually go to get heavily wasted.
It's
and
the Super 8 type.
yeah, it's the Super 8.
Do they have a continental breakfast?
No, you
No.
gotta go to the Hyatt if you're.
Do they always leave the light on for you?
So they don't serve food in the morning.
They serve food, but it's not here's a continental breakfast and all that stuff.
Do the aqueducts
This-
have continental breakfast?
Do what?
Because do the aqueducts have continental breakfast?
The aqueducts?
Yeah.
Oh, the aqueducts is the swanky, even though it's where old sewers used to be,
like downtown Louisville, Spaghetti Factory.
yes, even though it's where the old sewers used to be, these are also where the start of the whole town kind of came from. They built the town on top of a town, and everybody kind of moved up whenever the water started rising, and the aqueducts really kind of they really built their stuff and reinforced a lot of the walls of the old houses and made it into what is the aqueducts.
Do they
I'm
have
gonna relay this
stables?
information to the group as I kind of know the vibes of where we were staying. So,
Do either of them have stables for the horses in our carriage?
would I know that?
You would know that they didn't have like stables, but like actually like close by, and you would have to like kind of put there's like a stable in this like town square.
Okay. So there's really more of like a center for horses than a specific place near us. So what do we think?
Aqueducts or the troll? Fancy or normal? Perhaps we should go with normal. If
Well-
we're fancy, we would stand out.
Fancy is kind of like squall, like
Well, the concern is bringing attention to ourselves.
yeah.
But I wonder if it's safer at the aqueducts.
What would we be afraid of?
Literally nothing
I'm
can
not
touch
afraid
us.
of it.
We killed a dragon
Just that it would be a more peaceful.
with our
night's
eyes
sleep.
closed.
I don't sleep. If you feel more comfortable going to the aqueduct because you've been there, then we can go to the aqueduct.
I haven't been to the aqueducts.
Yeah, she's been to
I
the
haven't
troll.
stayed there. I've
She's
been to
familiar with the troll.
but
She
you are
knows it's
curious
safe.
about the aqueducts and want to experience it.
I don't want to get my fur coat. That's
She's fancy.
Oh, you fur coat?
She's got fancy on it.
Where am I putting this carriage?
We haven't
guys?
had the option before.
I would imagine we're just putting it in the with the
I
stables.
guess we're gonna go
Yeah.
check in our horses, like a coat
Yeah,
check in.
and I guess heading toward the aqueducts, unless anybody has any objections.
Perfectly fine.
Then there we go.
Great. I'm going to that Nancy.
Alright. So as you guys go to the town square, kind of give your cart to one of the stable people.
I'm gonna tell the stable person that their favorite foods, and to make sure if they have any on hand to give it to them.
Good thinking.
And she looks at you and goes, "Well, that's great. We have a bunch of lettuce, and
I don't know what they don't. I probably asked if I wanted to like.
she says we have a bunch of other.
Oh, apples. Yeah.
We have a bunch of that we can give your horses. So don't have to worry about that. Do you guys know when you're gonna be back, or so?"
Probably sometime tomorrow.
All right.
We're just stopping through, getting lost.
All right. So as you guys kind of like go towards, like come away from the stables, you guys see like there's like a ladder, or not really a ladder, but stairs that kind of go down. Like you see the bridge, and like you see stairs that kind of go down beside the bridge onto like, kind of like the water, because there's like a river going through, and you guys kind of walk through, and you guys get to like this deep tunnel. You kind of see like arcane like lights, like someone's like put like prestidigitation or some type of like glowing sign that says the aqueducts, nice and fancy, and it kind of has
I'm gonna
this.
dust off my jacket.
It
just to
kind of
make sure
has
my
that
belt's
like
adjusted.
that old, like if you can make this fantasy like this old Chicago, like that mid-Atlantic feel that, you know, the like 20s and the 50s or whatever time that
Jazzy.
was. Yeah, you can kind of, you go in, you can see that like everything's very like stone structured columns. You see like a man playing the violin, and in front you see like a lady who's like, "Oh, welcome to the aqueducts, how can we help you? Are you guys looking for a room? Getting a couple drinks?" You know,
Yes and yes.
she says, "Well," she tells you that like it's about 4 gold a night to stay. She says that drinks are over there.
1 platinum is 10 gold, and we have an absurd amount of platinum.
Yeah, you guys do.
To a regular person, it's expensive.
Okay, so is that 1 gold per room or person or?
That is 4 gold per room.
4 gold per room. Okay.
Per night.
How many beds come to a room?
It's about 2 beds per room.
Okay, so we'll make 3 rooms. So I'm gonna, I guess.
I give.
We could split it.
Yeah, everyone can pay 2.
Yeah. Sounds good. Everyone's gonna give 2 gold. We decided for the group.
Give 2 gold?
By all means.
Yep.
That's good.
That is good.
This whole time I've been looking down, very interested in some of my work, exactly what I'm doing right now.
How are we splitting up the rooms, ladies?
I just walk into one.
I want to know which one has the best view. And
I walked into the left
I
one.
want one with a large bed.
Me too. I also don't like that.
She kind of tells you, like, well, unfortunately, one of the blights of the aqueducts is there really isn't a view due to the location being underground. But she says I can get you the one with the comfiest beds and make sure that everything that you need is taken care of. If you need anything, just ring the bell and someone will be there to help you in any of your endeavors.
That sounds perfect.
Well, that is swell. And she kind of claps her hands, calls up a bellhop, and escorts you guys to your rooms, which are like 2 are beside each other and one's like across the way. And as you guys walk in, yes.
Where is your nearest blacksmith, forge, or someone who can mess with dragon scale?
Dragon scale. I don't think we have anybody who can
You have a blacksmith?
deal with. Yeah, I mean, yes, we have a blacksmith.
Where is he? Where's she?
They're gonna be 2 blocks down from the center market, and
What time is it?
it's late, so like
I actually don't. I've been focused on something, so I actually do not know what time of the day it is.
it's pretty late. And they're like, I think they would be closed.
Damn it.
I mean, maybe in the morning you can.
Yeah, in the morning.
And it goes, so they kind of get your guys' stuff, puts it out on the beds, and you kind of see the bellhop kind of like look at you guys with his hand out, and kind of like he kind of looks at you guys like.
I shake his hand.
Oh!
Yes.
I'm gonna give him a gold.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Then I give him a gold piece.
Thank you. And he kind of like parks it away, and he goes, "You guys have a wonderful day at the aqueducts," and walks away.
I just pulled out a random coin. It was a platinum coin.
And he goes, "Wow, y'all especially have a good day." You know, like tucks this one into like really closely to his like vest pocket, and he walks away kind of like with a chipper look.
So cute.
So as you guys walk in, this is like top of the nines, like very like, how do you explain it? Like very dark woods on the floor, very like sanded down and polished woods. A lot of the beds are very sturdy. they're firm, yet they kind of like when you lay on it, you kind of sink into the bed. Pillows are very plush and like or soft. You guys know that you guys have like this is nice. We made it. You know, it's kind of like if anybody's been to Disney, I don't know, Disney World, Disneyland, like how like that how that the presentation when you walk into one of those places.
Yeah.
This is nice. Who's in whose rooms? Should we?
I went into
I
the
went
left
to
one.
the first available room and got under the covers. I'm scared to move. I'm scared to talk. I'm scared to be anything but a normal human. I am sitting in the middle of a bed doing nothing.
So the
Can I
first
tell
one-
she's afraid?
Roll an insight check.
Let's roll, damn it. That's what we're here to do.
I'm either gonna go in a room with Imina or Niramour because
So I'm not going to bed yet. I'm just gonna like go in the room with you and Mira. I guess we're just gonna
15.
chill and decompress for the day from that.
Do you think he can tell?
I mean, probably. I'm trying to still my blood. Like, imagine Elsa's magic, how it's always moving like that in me. I'm trying to make my being still. Like, I don't
So
want there to be any
anyone
sensation
go in
that
the
I'm
room
magical.
behind you?
me and Imina.
Both of you went in there?
Yeah, I went in there because I'm sharing a room with a female.
Okay.
Mr. the DM, which room are they in? Because I just went into the left one.
All right, so let's see. So to make this easier for you guys, hallway. You have Niramour in this room, and then this room's vacant, and then this room's vacant. So like, the way I have it drawn out is like
Wherever the first room on the left was, I wasn't paying.
first room on the left.
Was it
That
my
would
notes?
be
Everyone's just in Niramour's room?
No,
no.
It's just on the,
so
on the right.
on the right.
Yeah, so
And if I see someone go in her room with her, then she's fine. So I follow Bhel.
Sounds like I get the other vacant room to myself, which is fine.
Pretty much. Nobody wants to be in there.
Perfectly
More
fine.
and more.
Perfectly fine with that.
I'm
I
gonna
mean, like, I haven't picked
I
up
am going to be
sleeping yet.
upset that the bed is too
But, yeah.
soft. It needs to be more firm.
I'm gonna ask Niramour and be like, why'd you change yourself? When I do that, I'm scared.
I'm still scared to talk out loud, so I'm gonna message you and say,
You're gonna use magic? Smart.
you're right.
She heard that in her head.
Conscience on your shoulder.
I'm still trying to decide to be honest or not. I'm having a whole internal conflict. Like,
That's okay. That's how it would go.
I just want to be careful.
From what?
People hunting magic users.
People hunt magic users?
Yes. And
Ma'am, what the fuck? No. Oh, okay.
there was actually an entire war on magic. And I've been hunted several times, and it just makes me uneasy to see police forces surrounding a town yelling all magic users to the Great Hall.
Maybe they need their help.
Maybe, but I don't want to take that chance.
Why'd you disguise yourself? Do you look like you use magic?
I mean,
How does
purple
one look if they
skin
use magic?
isn't usually normal, so humans can use magic, but it's less suspicious than having purple skin and wings and
I look at
pointed
Imina,
ears.
and
Yeah.
I look at Imina, and I look at my skin because we're almost the same color because we're both kind of bluish, and I'm like, what about me and Imina?
I don't use magic at all.
Yeah,
True.
and I have some. Most of my tribe
Magic is
does
my
use
charm.
magic. Some people in my tribe don't use magic.
and that's fine. We can not use magic. That's okay. I just want to be cautious.
Are we allowed to call you Niramour?
No. Right now I'm Shelly. Remember when we met? I was Shelly then
Shelly.
too.
Do you have multiple people inside of you?
I mean, she changed into a whole different person, so I think the answer is obvious.
I look at Imina.
I'm gonna very under my breath go, it's a S-P-E-L-L. It's not really.
I mean, I can change myself too, but I don't give them personas.
What's an S-P-E-L? But you're not supposed to be using magic.
I know. I'm trying to make it look like I'm someone who doesn't use magic.
What? Using magic?
Listen, I panicked.
Okay. I don't know where to go from here,
panicking.
and I'm getting kind of tired. So you if you're gonna be Shelly tomorrow morning, then I'll see you tomorrow morning, Shelly. And I'm gonna go to the room across the hall and.
Where Angus Mackenzie lies.
Oh, so the one next door?
Wait, no, I am not sleeping in the same room as Angus.
No.
That is the only room available, I think.
There's 3 rooms. There's the room
Soter
y'all were in, Angus, and then me and Soter.
So it's Niramour,
But I can.
Cuilorea,
Hey,
Bhel.
if I see you looking for a room, I'll step out and just stand in the hall.
We can go get the bed
It's
from
not
his
like I
room
need to
and
lay
take
down.
it to our
Oh
room.
yeah, because you don't sleep.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping.
Okay, then I'm gonna take the bed that Soter would have used, but like,
I go in to see if Angus is asleep.
because
I'm
I'm
out.
sure he's
I'm out
probably just
cold.
like chilling, standing around, like.
Does Imina check the bed before laying down?
No, actually,
There's
I
a
just,
small
like,
thing that resembles a pillow in there.
I just turned and like.
Fluff
shut
you
it
up.
off.
Yeah. Use your. That was my breath leaving my body. Forever.
Wait, there's 2 beds.
If that's the case, I'm like
You're saying if she doesn't check
moving
and she
and
just
like
flops down.
pushing the bed like this.
There's a bump in here.
I'm pretty sure she would notice, like,
I'm gonna
a
roll
child
over.
I
size.
am
Side.
2 foot tall. I probably look like a pillow.
You're like toddler size. I would notice if Carson was in the.
I mean, he's taller than that. He's like
Yeah, I feel like they would notice him. With your
he's
pineapple
like
hair.
as tall as a 5-year-old. Like 7-year-old.
I
Like
think
2 feet tall.
they're at least
No,
mine
he's
are.
like, you're like 2'10", right? Like
Much
a
taller than that.
3-year-old.
Look at
5.
that. See what he's got?
Yeah.
That's about 2, almost maybe 3. He's a little bitty. So
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
5
small.
foot.
That's
If
a
I'm 5
pillow.
foot, then
It's a pillow.
My foot is 12
this is not a
inches.
pillow.
Babe. What are you doing?
I'm 5 foot tall.
That is not
Okay.
2 feet.
There's
Yes,
no way
ma'am.
that's 2 feet, Greg.
This is 2 feet.
Yes. That's tiny.
Alright, 5 inches more than that, and that's me. Curled up in bed. So go ahead and deduct about 8
What
inches.
the heck?
Just fold it in half and see what happens.
Curl it.
Oh god.
Pillow.
Oh god.
Fucking pillow.
Oh god.
Why are you tiny?
Roll. Roll and see if you check the bed.
Nope.
I mean, I know I didn't check the bed. She was like laying
Jesus.
down. I don't know.
He's a
I can
little
roll to see if I
baby.
landed on you, I guess.
Yes, do that. What'd you roll?
I got a 2.
You got a 7.
What's that?
No, you're squished. That's what it means.
Squish.
Nobody rolled high enough to avoid the contact. You let out a little squeak.
It just happened.
Wake up in the morning. Where's Bhel?
My mom actually rolled on top of me when I was in a water bed.
Yeah,
She woke up and I was like, yeah, that's it.
Oof.
That's why I said it's not hard to do.
He also almost died by eating his own poop from coming out of the womb.
Happens a lot. Very common.
Wow, that.
Anyways,
Welcome to the TED Talk. Alright,
Okay.
so, I'm going to need someone to roll a random just D20.
Yay!
yeah, why would we just do him?
I got a 6.
Oh my god.
7.
What are we doing?
We're all just rolling.
You know what? Everyone roll just a random D20, no modifiers.
Nat 20.
Woo!
That was a lot. That was a lot lamer than my 6.
Wasted my nat.
Nat 1.
I also got a nat 1.
I feel like the
I
nat
don't know
ones
if you should be happy
definitely
about that.
cancel out.
We don't know either. Did you roll?
Well, he was clearly
16.
upset that I rolled low, which is lame.
What do
So
you mean?
what's the average it out?
Average it out.
Don't average
6,
it out.
1,
no,
1,
I think we
20.
should take the nat 20.
I think we should take the
I'm
nat
glad
1.
I'm in Niramour's room. That's all I can say. Shelly's room.
If you say that in roleplay, she's exposed.
I won't answer.
Who the fuck is that? Sounds
So
like a witch to
Soter's
me.
like, yeah, Niramour. And you're just like, hey, Niramour.
Michael, when he gets the coffee. Michael? No.
So, as you guys fall asleep, very defenseless.
Except Niramour.
Actually, that
Shelly,
makes sense.
Shelly.
That makes sense. You would be on guard.
I would be.
That makes sense.
How?
Anyways, she's anxious as fuck.
Are you
She probably
sleeping?
didn't sleep very much.
She's also generally a light sleeper because she's always anxious. Let's be real. She always is.
The rest of us
expecting to be
are-
attacked.
The rest of us are
What
living
happens?
As
I'm a
you
heavy
guys
sleeper.
sleep for what seems like a long time, you guys wake up the next day and everything is okay.
Okay.
All that drama.
Well,
Should have went with the 6.
You guys wake up to the smell of a very beautiful continental breakfast, all set up in the front of the building construct.
Lobby.
Yes, lobby. You guys can kind of see that there's tables all built out.
You see me grab a biscuit and I'm out the
So
played that.
you guys feel like this beautiful like feast. You know, a lot of breakfast meats. You know, your sausage, your bacon, eggs, fruits, all this, coffee, tea, ale. Do what?
Porch.
Ale.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Like
it's
oatmeal or
6 in the
something?
morning.
I know. Some people drink ale in the morning. It's
Shoot.
not like when I say ale. Like ale isn't like heavy
Ginger
alcohol.
ale.
Niramour has a breakfast that is like a regular breakfast, like bacon and like eggs and stuff like that, and it's served with a Budweiser.
Hmm.
So
What
Kind of
about
roots
roasted-
are
Like
So
that
like
is the meal.
yeah, so like it's kind of like a mimosa and all that
You're
stuff.
not old enough, so you would.
do they have mimosas?
Do what?
Do they have mimosas?
They can.
That's
They
why
wouldn't
Is
be
it
like.
served in a glass?
It is served.
Is he crying?
Almost.
He's
Yeah.
scared.
It's like.
That's great because that's what I'm getting. I'm gonna get that and like the fanciest plate and like whatever food that's I'm just gonna pile it on. Like I'm still Imina, there's still a ton of food on that plate, but at least it's fancy.
I'm heavily observing what it looks like normal people put on their plates and trying to act as normal as possible. Like, okay, people get one piece of bacon, water. Like, I am looking at the whole room trying to figure out what to put on my plate.
So at the end of it, you kind of like have like a large plate if you're looking at like everybody because everyone has different tastes. So you have maybe like a lot of meat on one side or a lot of fruit on the other. And it's like, here's your bread. And you kind of like stacked it up watching people.
There's a whole pyramid on your plate.
So you end up at the end of it kind of like not really paying attention to how like much you stacked your plate. And your plate is probably bigger than Amina's. So you just kind of like look down at it and you're like, what have I done? Like, oh well, yeah, can't put it back.
Okay. Extra for the horses.
I'm
That
like
is
shoveling
so
my face
kind
with it.
of
I'm like,
you.
that's such a good idea.
You can also see like as you guys kind of get to the table, you can see that there's like extra menus for like anything that you would like to pay for, like very like more upscale. Like you kind of see like the buffet is kind of free, but like there's a menu that is for like upper stuff, you know, kind of more built, especially for stuff in the back. You kind of see a waitress. Do what?
This is Did they have croque madame?
What is that? But yeah, they do.
We were having a conversation earlier about fancy French food.
But waitress comes
Professeur.
by and she's like, if there's any type of refills that you guys need, just come to me and I can get those for you. I will be helping your table. If you need anything, just ask. And she kind of walks away. And right now, this is the time for you guys to plan on what is the next thing you guys are doing. You guys staying in the town? Is there anything you guys are looking for?
I don't know why we don't stay at places like this more often. This is nice.
I think we should continue on our journey to get Mithril. That's very important that we go as soon as possible to get that for Angus.
Bell's not here, so I guess we catch up with him after we finish our food and then get out of here.
I didn't see him last night either. Do you know where he was?
He was in the room with Soter.
No, he was not. He was in the room with Imina.
But I'm pretty sure you guys went into a room together.
And I left
And then
and
you
went
left.
to check on Angus.
So
He was sleeping, so I stood and rested with
Cool.
So he should have
Watched
been in
him.
your room, Imina.
No, I rested.
So he's basically no
I
one's
didn't
seen
see
him
him
since
at
the
all.
previous day.
She
That's kinda
used
weird.
him as a pillow. Or
Maybe
he's
we should
dead.
alert the guards. I think we should alert the guards. He's been missing for a whole day now.
No, he went by and grabbed a biscuit and left.
He's missing a lot. Oh wait, you said he had a biscuit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's
You
not
said at
dead.
some point. Let me continue.
Did he say where he was going?
Nope. He said, "Okay, I'm gone."
He asked about a blacksmith last night.
So one would say that he's there.
So we should try the blacksmith then?
Yeah, well, after we get done, he can find his own way.
Okay.
Alright. So as you guys are like continuously eating, Belle, you kind of walk off and you kind of walk outside of the aqueduct, up the stairs into the beautiful bright morning. The sun is kind of like beaming down in like the central part of town. It kind of glistens off the waters that are just kind of like that very almost clear, you know, like a clear crystallized waters that are going through town. You can kind of see the hustle and bustle that's going on. People are trying to sell whatever provisions they have. As you kind of go, kind of like that person told you, 2 blocks away from the town market, you see you kind of see like what is out of like everything. It's kind of like a very oddly shaped building. It's like all the buildings are kind of like very square and rectangular. This one is kind of like very roundish built, and you can tell that like the roof is like a flat roof, and you can kind of see like a giant chimney of smoke kind of bellowing out of it.
Okay, we're going straight in. I wasn't really paying attention to anything I was walking by either.
Alright, so you saw none of that. You walk straight into the door. Boom, big iron door. You open it up. Smells like iron. You know, it's kind of dark, but the only thing kind of lighting this room is the forge that's in the middle, and you see in front of you is like a big hulking figure who's just like has a hammer, and he's just kind of like hitting the iron on the anvil, and he kind of looks down and he goes, "Hey, what do you need?"
Your tools. I give him 1 platinum piece. Like, just give me an hour. You can keep doing it.
He just looks at you and goes, "What do you need?"
I got some parts I need to just touch up real quick. I need a forge for it, unfortunately.
You got your own tools? Alright. Stay out of my way.
Wait, I
I'll
thought
stay
you
out
just
of
said you needed
yours.
his tools.
I need the forge. The big stuff.
He looks at you, looks at the platinum, goes, "Stay out of my way and I'll stay out of yours." And he just kind of like goes back to banging away.
Alright.
So what are you trying to forge?
We'll see.
What are you trying to forge?
Well, I've already made it. I just need a couple pieces together.
Let's see if you make it.
Alright.
Alright. Roll, what would it be? Dexterity check?
Performance.
No. There are...
Strength.
We all know he doesn't have that.
Bro, like all you gotta do is ask me. I can channel divinity and do that.
That's a good question. I don't see. I mean, he's using his hands.
Sleight of
But, I
hand,
mean,
yeah.
he's using.
Let's see. Forgery.
Survival, maybe?
No. Thank God for...
Do something charismatic or dexterous.
Why is it not in here? I know it is.
Sanitars.
It's tools and forgery. There we go. Nope. I said forgery.
Yeah, you're thinking smithing.
Smithing tools.
It's there. All of them are there.
Pretty sure forgery is illegal.
Yeah, that's it. But it's in there for sneaky, dirty rogues.
Being a sneaky, dirty
Blacksmithing.
rogue sounds fun.
I mean, that's
I
what he's
haven't
doing.
played a rogue.
He's armor crafting, probably.
Yes. Let's go ahead and make a dexterity check
So
for me.
easy.
Just
17.
17. All right. So what type of tool?
Wait, you want to first it?
Yeah.
What?
Alright. 20.
20. So it looks like you're working pretty well. You pretty much have the schematics together, and you have everything pretty much.
The blueprints.
Yeah. So so what do you say? You make it? How many things are you
I
making?
made a couple pieces.
All right.
put
So
together.
roll 2 more d20s for me.
13.
All right. And roll the third one for me.
Another 20.
All right.
30. Was it 30?
So
20? Yeah.
the second part, it looks like it's going to work. It's a little shoddy in certain parts, like if there's like a narrow part in it, that part is just maybe a little shoddy and might need a little more like ingots of a little more metal to reinforce it a little bit more. But overall, you did a pretty good job.
Alright. Well, it's been an hour. I don't know what they've been done.
After eating, we were gonna go find you.
So I would imagine we'd all be at the forge now.
So you guys get into the forge, and you kind of see like a very tall, lumbering man. It's pretty dark in here. Who has dark vision?
Everyone.
False.
Everyone?
I don't have dark vision.
Not everyone. Not everyone.
You can turn into someone with dark vision.
Okay.
But you would need dark vision in a forge?
This is a very low
Dark
light
vision
room.
up to 6
Like,
feet.
like
60?
the way he has it is just kind of
Probably
a
60.
very low lit room. Oh god, Boots got me.
I haven't seen it.
But
Next they open that in here.
so kind of see this very hulking man. He kind of comes from out, kind of closer to like the light. You can kind of see that it's like a very tall, hulking orc, like half orc man. He kind of has his hair like braided into like a little into like a mohawk. Kind of sides are shaven. You can kind of see that he has like some type of tribal tattoo on his forearm, and he guys goes, "What you guys need?"
The child.
The child.
And he kind of looks at you guys and goes, "Child."
I got like a little light, like right here, like pointing. It's one of my orbs that I connected. Like right here, it's a little lamp. Got goggles on. Yeah, I'm done.
And he goes, "Is that magic?"
Oh, shit.
And he goes, "I'd keep an eye out on you. I'd definitely watch out for what's going
Flick
on."
up another platinum to him.
How he goes, "I'm not gonna say anything, but I would definitely keep your eyes open."
I go.
I ain't one to gossip.
I go at ease and walk off.
He just looks at you and goes, "Alright." And he kind of like walks, he kind of like looks at you guys, goes back to what he's doing. You guys are gonna walk out.
I yawn like I have been asleep for like 2 days and then finally look around. Where are we?
Joel?
Just leaving town right now.
Oh,
Go
okay.
get Mitchell immediately.
That's good.
It's important to Angus.
It's important to God.
Okay, I guess we're going to get the horses from the stable and whatnot. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Time to go get chocolate. And
Bushel.
bushel.
I brought the nuts.
Did you bring chocolate cabbage?
They have it there.
Lettuce.
They didn't have any at breakfast, but I brought extra fruit. I hope he likes fruit.
He probably does. His favorite's just cabbage. Lettuce. Fuck.
Yes, I was actually going to say.
Anxiety setting into real life.
Alright, so.
Niramour's so anxious that Tara's anxious.
So, as you guys get to the town market, you guys start getting your horses all strapped up and ready to go. The stable girls are like, well, they've been great horses and they've been just quite swell. It looks like you guys treat them just fantastic, but got them all their favorite fruits and vegetables, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. They should be very well rested. As that is all happening, you kind of start seeing a little bit of commotion that's going on. Certain people are moving away from the bridge. You see people pointing towards the river, and you start hearing people scream saying there's a shadow going on, and that
Shikamaru.
is where we are going to take our break.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
We immediately leave town. We do not try to help these people.
So I gotta wait till tomorrow.
I completely agree.
Mithril?
Completely.
So I can look at it now.
I'm sorry, I got Taco Bell and I didn't offer you guys any.
We're so hungry. How could you?
You might want some sauce.
Oh, I don't feel guilty about people.
Sauce. Oh,
Here, look at
I meant
look
those
at
viewing
this.
at home.
That right there, not you. You don't look.
Not you, you don't look.
Alright. So,
That will be on the inside.
Are you guardian? I'm assuming.
Get at the
No.
in.
No, that's
Whoa.
just
so last where we left off. So as you guys are gathering up your stuff, you guys start seeing all the commotion that's going on. You start seeing people kind of pointing at the bridge, or kind of close to the edge of the walls, kind of like looking at the river that's going through, and people are talking about seeing a shadow. As that happens, you guys see something emerge from the waters.
Oh shit. Excuse me.
No.
Standing tall in front of it, you guys see a 5-headed snake creature.
You might as well just put it out there.
Can we go around it? Can we skip it?
We go the other way.
Can
We just walk away from the water.
toward the other side?
We wait till someone else deals with it and come
that's
back.
tricky. The
Can we
town
go
is
Yeah.
in trouble.
To the aqueduct.
Do we help, or do we we don't know no magic. Good
Ah!
luck.
Just scream like normal people.
That looks scary.
What do you guys do?
I think we have a discussion about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have
I have
Are we huddled up like?
pulled out my
Please.
battle axe and I am ready.
to. I
axe.
look.
Alright,
And then I let
so
you guys know
to
I'm
give
going.
you guys a little help on should I stay or should I go,
Now.
you guys don't have to cross the bridge to get out of town to the place that you guys need to go.
Awesome. Let's take the alternate route.
Wait, but if we use magic to defeat them, maybe they'll
What if
think
it
magic is
doesn't
okay.
attack us and we just walk across the bridge and get out of the town faster?
Or
bridge
maybe
doesn't go- it
it's a
goes into
test to
town.
see who the magic users are so they can behead them.
That sounds like somebody who's very suspicious.
Okay, listen. We don't have to use magic to
And
defeat
that's
it.
what I was gonna
Have
say.
you seen what happens when we do
I
though, and
cannot,
still lose?
Fight that without magic. I will die.
So then don't fight it.
Well, that's what
I'm
she
just
was
gonna let you all
proposing.
go in there and die.
I think she wants to talk to it.
No. We don't. I don't think we want to.
I'm gonna swing my axe.
It's
Yeah,
It's like.
I just want to talk to it.
Is it like?
Is it like what?
Like in Hercules?
Angus, what do you think
Yeah.
we should do? We're on this mission to find
You're gonna
his
ask
true-
Angus.
We're on a mission to find his true metal, and if he wants to get there faster, we'll leave it alone.
Let's just walk past it.
We don't
Okay.
have to
It
go
won't
that
bother
way.
us.
If Angus doesn't want to fight it, then
Soter, what do you think?
I am here to
Support.
for combat and support. I will support any decision that you make.
Great. I am deciding to.
So
go
we have
the
3
alternate route.
ways? Well, two nays?
No, I'm voting nay, but I'm also voting to walk across the bridge.
We have to go the other way to get out.
We can get out that way.
No, it's the other way. It's the other direction.
He
to get
said
out.
we can go. The
Can
other
you
direction
show
to
us where this thing is?
Alright, so to
Built
give you
this
guys
for nothing.
a little help, let's say, can everybody see this?
Mhm.
You know what? I have a problem with that. Can you guess what my problem is?
That you can't see it.
Yeah, where's your
No,
do you
that's
have
not the problem.
Give that back.
Soter's not on there. That's
You
why.
daggum right, so there's not on there. That's the problem.
Well, you weren't here last.
I'm here right now.
So you're here.
I'm here right now.
Alright, so let's say you guys are over here. All in one spot. Ready to get your carriage. You guys have to exit out this way.
Oh, we have to go that way.
Mhm.
So you have to exit out this way.
But
But
There you go.
this is what you guys see.
Yep, that's definitely.
So if our goal is to leave town and get metal, and
You
we
wanna turn the
have
camera?
to go the opposite way, why would we choose to walk toward the giant hydra?
It would be.
because it sounds fun, don't get me wrong, but you're right. Like plot wise, there's no point in fighting it.
There is a point. We are heroes, and we would want to protect this town from this monster. Perhaps they can't deal with it, but my priority is my family.
So-
We could
my
always
group,
stand by and
so
see what
Yeah,
happens.
we could wait around and see how the town fights the monster.
Probably won't be magic.
Might be amusing too.
It could be bad. Things slaughtering people, and we're just like,
Cool.
Is it killing people right now? What's happening? Is it like how Robbie said?
So right now it is. So as you guys are all trying to figure out what you guys are going to decide to do, as the heads start to pop up one by one, you start seeing a lot of the soldiers.
show the people what we're talking about. You don't want to do that yet?
Found it.
That was not what I meant to do.
Do what?
Do you want to turn the camera so?
That's his way of saying,
It's
oh, well, the
the
camera's
best.
that way, you might as well fight it.
It's the best looking monster we've had so far, and we are just going to.
Oh, it's so rough. It's hard to
Yes.
do.
Listen,
It makes sense to walk away from it, but it's hard.
Oh.
That's okay.
I am going to take my axe and I'm going to turn it upside down and smack it on the ground and go, I'm embarrassed of you all. We fight monsters to protect people. And the one moment that your safety is just the comfort of being who you are is a little scary means that you're just going to run away. We can't do that. Clearly these people are in danger.
Are they in danger?
Are they?
Are the guards like
The
useless?
Amina's made up her mind. She's on her way to fight the monster.
Oh dear.
I'm going.
You go in.
We fight monsters that are obstacles on our path, on our own goal. Like, we don't have to defend every town we come across. I defend you all.
Is this where Imina dies?
No, I would not let it happen.
But what about the magic? Half of us are magic users. Half of us.
Are you saying that in character?
No.
Don't do that.
I'm not a magic user.
I said
No, you
They don't technically use magic that way.
Can we? Is there anyone actively trying to fight it? And if so, are they using magic?
Oh,
Like,
before
can I
we get
tell if
there.
this is potentially what they were gathering magic users for?
You can tell that there like a lot of the people are fleeing. Looks like the guards are trying to more or less escort people
creating
away from the bridge, trying to
That's it.
barricade the bridge and get people to safety. As you guys are watching, you kind of see other like guards kind of moving inward using ballista, or not really ballista, but like crossbows.
If they're using
and-
ballista, this thing's screwed. Like,
but like
it's
they're
over.
using like crossbows and stuff like that and trying to attack it.
But I don't see anyone attacking it with magic.
You see Imina running at it, apparently.
Now you're itching. You're itching.
Alright, fine. I'll chase Imina down and say, "Fook it," and just run at it too.
I'm with them. I look back at. Now stop. Fuck.
Like after giving that rallying speech, I would, in character, I would definitely chase her for sure.
I stop. I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave.
Really,
stand
you
between-
don't have to go though. Me and Imina, we can easily kill this. Greg's monsters are like so weak.
Nope. That's it for you guys.
That is it. So
I stand
That's always
between
trying to get me killed.
I'm gonna.
Niramour and
I'm gonna. I should
How
put
am I
horses
still
back into the
alive? That's
stable
what I
real
want.
quick, because I'm assuming we're not far away.
all right. So I need everyone to roll initiative.
I think there's only 2 players fighting, bro.
I need everyone to roll initiative.
Well, that sucks.
I think me and Imina should just get automatic initiative, but alright.
How do you still roll lower than me?
Always roll last.
What is that from?
Avengers.
you know what it's from.
Yeah,
Good
turn it
for
off.
Who is Gamora? Why is Gamora?
I'm not trying to have they knock this off because we're using copyrighted stuff. Alright. So, 25 to 20.
Ah, I bet each of the heads gonna move too.
20 to 15.
19.
That's in character, because you're already running. I feel like mine is out of character. It's not fair.
He's got little legs.
What do you got? A 3? Ah!
Did
Well,
you
I
add
mean,
your,
you-
did you add your...
Added
You're
0
hesitating.
to it, sure. 3 plus 0 is still 3, apparently.
You would still have. I mean, you
Unless
didn't
my
wanna
second grade
go,
teacher lied
then
to me.
He's like,
Possible.
fine, I'll go.
Miss Long. I remember you.
Alright.
Do you not learn addition until 2nd grade?
15 to 10?
Wow, we sucked.
Wow.
I mean, we weren't trying to fight it.
We're definitely learning in kindergarten. You're absolutely right.
10 to 5.
6.
8, 7.
7.
8.
Is that what your laugh sounds like?
Who
Matt?
had 7?
Yep.
Who has a higher initiative?
I have plus
Bear
1.
Dex.
You have a 0 on initiative?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm like agile, you know.
That doesn't make sense for a 7'9" purple.
No.
Agile? You can be agile.
It's gonna be interesting seeing you all
And
fight
then
this
you had
without
6.
magic.
I got a quarterstaff and 1
Where's
dash.
the-
What does
You
it
see the
take
other one?
to make your disguise go
Tractor.
away?
A
We got
staff.
you.
I haven't. I've tried
For
pulling
an
off the
hour.
film. I'm having a hard time getting the film off.
You've been in town for way longer
Like,
than an hour.
trust
Oh,
me,
yeah.
I was
I've
just
used
working on it this
All
weekend,
of my
but I
level 2
can't get the
spells
film
just
off.
keeping this disguise on.
Wow. I rolled a 3, by the way.
This makes sense though. We were talking.
Also, before we start this, how long does the spell that you're using last?
Less than an hour, so I've used all of my level 2 spells keeping it on.
She probably didn't have it when we were in
For breakfast, the blacksmith on the wall.
Our
had
biggest
me on
hitter
time.
is gonna be basically obsolete.
I was gonna be anyway.
Really?
Really, I've done much more damage than she can. She can't even hit.
Are we all sure about that?
She can't roll to hit. She can hit when she hits, it hits hard, but when she rolls,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You hit hard, girl.
I'm sorry.
I'll stick
You
with
absolutely hit hard. You're
I knew
definitely
that.
right. What was I thinking?
You do hit hard.
No, I'm not gonna do anything in this fight. Fuck y'all.
I think that would make it really interesting. Just let me and Imina take care of it.
Yup.
Yes.
Don't even need these dice. Y'all gonna be sorry. It's okay.
We're gonna walk away, dragging it with us.
Cuilorea is so petty.
Cuiloria's not, but I am. And I am playing Cuilorea, so.
Why commercials? Why?
I don't think that fits.
Alright, so. Imina, what are you doing?
I'm running at it.
Yes.
Swinging my axe at one of the heads.
Yes.
So, as you are running towards it, you see in front of you is a kind of like a brigade or like a line, a defense line of guards who are like stopping everyone, escorting everyone out, and one of them looks at you and kind of like has his hands out and goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
This is clearly a danger, and I'm here to take care of it. Obviously.
He goes,
With my axe up in the air.
he looks at you and he's like, "Ma'am, I think we got this." And like as that happens, you kind of see like one of the heads. You see one of the heads grab a man and just fling him. You
Okay.
see like a lot of the guys are like shooting, but you see like one guy just get plucked and thrown. And you hear like, guys. You
Wilhelm
hear the
scream.
Wilhelm. Yes, you hear the Wilhelm scream. Ah! Ah! You just hear ah! Off in the distance, sploosh, flash, and he just goes. Yes, we have this. We have to make sure that all people are safe. I understand that you want to raise arm, but ma'am, do you have a license to he's like, if you have a license to one, like a cell sword, that we can completely help you, but unfortunately, you look like you don't really have that license of a cell sword, so sorry, I'm just gonna have to tell you to go back to where you're going, get inside, and let us carry this.
Well, that's
I am going to grip my axe with both hands, flex my muscles, and give him the meanest look I can, and I'm going to go, I have a license to kill. Now move.
She successfully intimidated a dragon. Like, let's be real.
So like he
It is like
You
the
gonna roll
most
it?
That gave me
intimidating that I could possibly be.
goosebumps. Like, I
Roll
don't know if the
intimidation
camera can see,
with
but that gave me
advantage.
goosebumps.
I feel like she successfully intimidated like every monster we've went with.
And every person within
It's
30
absurd.
feet.
That was a non-nat 20.
Shocker.
So as that happens, he kind of just goes, "All right, guys, we're gonna let her through." And like as that happens, you see like two more heads go down and just swallow two men. And you just hear, "Oh!" Like you see the heads just kind of like, and like you see another one like go down with a breath attack, just freeze three other guys, and they're just like, yes. And you just kind of see like two or three other guys get frozen,
Fighting baby Tiamat.
and it's just like these guys are like kind of like looking around. You see like one guy who's just kind of standing there with a sword, like, I don't know if I have this. All right, let's go ahead and move you.
Can we play some sort of encouraging music?
My movement is
I feel very
30
sad.
speed.
It feels sad.
I almost had a spell that I wasn't
That's
going to use.
I'm so
Well, you
encouraged right now.
You rested the night.
Yeah,
night,
we
so-
have
Get the
been
best
awake
internet
for
for
at
your
least
business.
3 hours.
Why?
That's 3 spells that I've had to use to keep this on.
Breakfast and walking to
Stop with these commercials.
Yeah, you're right.
Spell
4
left.
hours.
But if I use another spell, then it will break the disguise because it's concentration.
Interesting.
You have a cloak.
No glass cannon.
I mean, I wear a cloak, yeah.
Has hood up, ties it like they do in like high school, where they like tie it all the way back.
It has a quarterstaff and 1 dagger.
Puts
I used to
gloves
have
on,
2,
just
but
goes-
I gave 1 to Angus to throw into a fire once. Where did that
When you
come
roll
from?
to attack, I feel like I ask this every time. Is
Alright.
the attack bonus what you add to the roll, or the strength modifier?
It's fine.
And I'm
Attack bonus.
swinging at it.
And the
one of
strength
these
modifier is
days.
what you add to the damage.
All right.
Depending on what you're attacking with.
Roll the hit.
I think it's funny that she's just chilling right there in front of it.
Like a boss.
Or like breakfast, whatever.
Ugh.
No, it's second breakfast.
I just realized Robbie's mini is taller than mine.
A 14.
It is, wow.
14. 14 barely hits.
Okay.
And
And
then
then 4 damage.
We could have left.
All right.
All
So
ourselves. You have okay.
So as that happens, you take a hefty swing at it, and you hit it, and let's see.
Hefty.
Whippy.
I imagine I like slash up his neck.
Alright, so you take a nice chop at it, but it looks like it kind of like doesn't really get deep into like under the scales of it. Scales seem very hard and like almost ice wise, and you kind of like chunk at it and it kind of gets a dent to it, making it very angry at you. As that happens, that same head reels back.
And another head appears.
It reels back and rolled high. I mean, that's a natural 19.
Amazing.
It does 11.6 damage.
Awesome.
Alright. Let's see.
How do you do the damage? I'm sorry.
No.
Was this bitter?
Yeah, what did you do?
Yeah, this one, so the one that she hit reels back, and like it reels back from kind of like the shock of being attacked, and then it just immediately goes back and kind of like bites her, like, and kind of you see like the teeth kind of get under her armor, piercing her flesh, and it reels back. So the other heads you kind of see like moving around. Two of them, what would be, I guess, to my left, kind of like do a breath attack. You kind of see like the soldiers there. They have their shields down, trying to protect themselves from like getting any like frostbitten from that. You see another one trying to attack the people who are trying to protect you from even going into battle. One gets bitten and tries falls prone. Let's see. Niramour, what are you doing?
Sitting in there with my quarterstaff.
Alright, so you're doing nothing?
I'll have it readied in case I feel the need to walk up to it and take a swing if I get some big balls, but mostly just clutching it like, what the fuck?
So mad I go last.
Okay, is there anywhere where I could potentially, like, hide out of view, like a vantage point or somewhere where people couldn't see me? Like around a corner in an alleyway where I could still see the monster. I'm imagining there's a lot of commotion and people's perception aren't on me anyway.
Yeah.
So if I back up against a building and like do something real quick, that no one would notice is my presumption.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I would certainly assume that.
I'm gonna call forth lightning, and I'm not trying to hit it. I'm gonna hit the water near it. So the water needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
It fails.
With the splash?
Well,
I mean,
there's lightning in the water, and now there's electricity coursing through it, and there's a big storm cloud in the area.
So how does the science work in
So how
D&D?
does, yeah. Does that even, should I not aim for the water? Should I aim for that? Because
scientifically speaking, most fish are insulated, so lightning won't affect them.
That's not true.
So I assume that this is too.
That's not true.
Making this up.
Yeah, most lightning actually doesn't hit
That's
water
dirty.
because of how steady it is. But if
That's
I
messed up.
pointedly direct my lightning at it, because when lightning does hit the water, if the fish aren't down far enough, they do die.
Listen to the druid right
Actually, if you drop dynamite in water, it hurts the fish. But I think that's like the concussion. Like,
Yeah.
it knocks
Yeah,
it
it's
out.
a concussion of it. Roll.
here. What, is she rolling
How,
the hit?
okay,
or what?
what's the lightning damage on it?
Do 1/3.
3d10.
3d10. Roll 5d10. I will allow that.
Why is it doing more damage?
Here's one.
No, use this one.
I got another one somewhere.
Because I'm a badass bitch.
Here's,
You just had to prove me wrong, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I did.
here's one.
Terry usually does the most damage. 5d10.
When she hits, she does a lot of
Randomly.
damage.
Yes, sir.
But
The
she hits
DPS.
more consistently.
Zeros.
7,
Zeros.
9, 6,
Seven
No.
roll like
9.
8d12.
29.
Damn! That's stupid.
Where'd you get these?
I got them.
She keeps some stuff from you, huh? It's messed up.
And stuff.
These are pretty.
How many did you say?
29. Sorry if that made it worse for you.
If anyone asks, just point to the dude in the armor.
So,
It was him.
as
That's why I
It's just
hid
Not
myself.
not Soter, one of the
Like,
guards.
Storm just
Oh,
has
so I
one of the
could,
guards.
above this
so I could
hydra?
voice/sign my.
I don't even know what magic is. How does it work?
What's magic?
what's Machaic
Mod.
magic. So as that happens, you guys start to see like a small, like cluster of clouds that come together, get really dark, and then you see like a lightning bolt shoot out of the sky, hitting the water. And as that happens,
I would presume all of you know this is me because I have done this spell before. So Imina, just so you know, I'm not letting you out there by yourself.
Which is lame because I was totally the first one to run.
But who was the first one to hit?
So roll higher.
Autumn. I'm not
Higher
competitive.
initiative.
Also, Autumn. Jared doesn't hit more than me. I'm hitting before Matt.
you see
What?
you see as what happens
Did
as,
anyone else just see that?
so as like it hits the water, you kind of see like this, like the, you know, like whenever you drop the toaster inside the bathtub, like you see like it violently like
No.
wiggle.
Like, yeah, I've
You-
never done that.
How many times have
No
you
one-
done it?
Yeah,
Did you know toasters are actually made to be more waterproof now, so that doesn't happen?
Anyway,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Sorry, I'm just spilling facts. Let me get it.
But
Under
as
the
that,
table.
as that all happens, you start seeing like a lot of you see the Hydra spasm, and you see one of them like start violently spazzing to the point where the head just explodes. Just
It directed its pain to the one side.
it did.
that's gross.
And you just see like as like these guys are holding true, just splattered, and they're just like, oh, hold fast.
Do they react at all to the lightning strike that just hit the water? Or do they think it's just mere coincidence? Should I be concerned?
Boy,
I don't
thy
think-
dog.
I don't think they care at the moment because they're dying. Maybe.
I think at the moment they really can't. You can't really tell.
Okay. That makes sense. I'm up against the wall.
They're fighting.
We should have found out this place was religious.
All right. Soter.
I run, but to the halfway point.
Right, but like not all the way.
Here I go. No, because I started, then I stopped because I was that's fine. And let me see something real quickly. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt it. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Alright.
Whoa. What? Who?
Bhel, what are you doing?
Why don't I run up? Are there like bins or like boxes along the side, the walkway this way, ish? Just generally, just
Yeah, you would
something
probably
to hide behind.
Yeah, you'd see like
Okay.
some boxes or something.
And put me at the corner, kind of a little bit in front of Niramour.
Everyone's hidden, but there's spells flying.
Niramour, like in front of Niramour. Yeah. Then pull out an orb, starts emitting electricity. Throw it at it.
Way to follow the lead.
You throw the orb at it or in the water?
At it.
Okay.
At. Let me. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna roll for that. For the 6.
Wait a gosh dang minute. Did you just take a head off?
Yeah. I was like, did anyone see that? Alright.
No.
Odd or even, I throw it in the water. Okay, it's throwing. I'm throwing my orb of electricity into the water, so I don't have to roll to hit that.
What does it do?
You go with electricity damage,
Oh.
3d8.
But you rolled the hit. Did you hit?
I'm throwing it at the water.
Oh.
And it has to make a save.
No save. No, it's a
Oh,
range
yeah.
attack, and then it does lightning damage. It does lightning damage.
Alright, roll. I guess 5d8.
So it must be weak to lightning
Do
then.
up to 50 damage.
No, I
It's
mean,
just the science behind throwing it in the water.
if you
It's a
throw something in
conductor
the
of
water,
electricity.
it's
Fire and oil.
I'm missing the science somewhere. Okay.
Well, if I throw a fireball at you, it does 3d10. But if I put oil on you first, it does 5d10.
Oh.
Water acts as a
24.
magnifier.
Conduit.
If
Yeah,
you
conduit.
conduit.
That's the
yeah, if you like would
It acts
poke
I feel
the
like
person in
It would
oil
disperse the electricity though, and it would go multiple directions instead of going focused directly towards you.
Well, that's
Yeah, but if I throw
Like if you get hit with a lightning bolt, that's going to be way more deadly than being in the water, and when the water gets hit with a lightning bolt, much more deadly. No, this is not even questionable.
Well, that's why you can't swim in water, but you can walk around when a thunderstorm is happening.
What?
Because you're not likely to be struck.
Yeah,
I'm
that
the DM.
increases the
But anyway.
that
I'm the
increases the
DM, I'm
likelihood,
making
like the
the roll
percentage.
5d8. What did you damage?
24.
24.
I'm not trying to argue against it. I'm just
Yeah, stop trying to take our rolls away, Matt.
No, I'm saying like it makes it more likely that you would hit it. I get
Steal them.
that. I get like him saying, "Oh, well, it automatically hits." I don't get the extra damage. That's the only part that I was questioning.
I see it as
It feels like it's already way too easy to kill his monsters, and now he's making it even easier.
I'm so ready for you to go up there and get eaten by one of these with a Wilhelm scream.
Now I'm just gonna be like, I back off.
Like,
Whatever.
I'm happy you know nothing about the lore of the Hydra, but okay. What was that? 24 damage. All right.
So
So
Greek mythology, isn't it?
as it hits, you see the bolt of lightning kind of hit the ground or hit the water, and you see it again start surging through it, and you see it like the anger of this thing intensify. You see the heads just kind of like grit their kind of like they're gritting their jaws, locking their jaws, and like impact of it.
Next.
Angus.
All right. So I'm gonna like
Lightning hit it again?
lightning struck twice. I'm gonna take out my amulet. I'm gonna like pull out my hammer, and I'm gonna like rub my amulet against it, and ask Moradin to bless it with the flames of the forge to purge evil from thine enemy.
Oh no, he's using
So I'm gonna use Searing Smite on it.
Alright.
Out in the open where everyone can see. I want to be super clear about that. I want everyone to see it. Not hiding like some little punk or whatever.
Is it magic or is it God?
I'm clearly
Still
praying.
magic.
I am clear as day praying out
He still is
loud.
being blessed by a god to get
Yep.
magic.
Out loud.
Yeah,
Alright,
wondered.
then have you ever played the childhood game Red Rover?
Yeah.
I want to run past the guards like that.
One time, sorry, no,
Run
this
past
is
or run under?
Somebody break their arm.
me.
Oh wow.
I didn't break my arm, but I got a concussion.
All the way to the Hydra. I'm gonna run at it.
If you were here, you've reached.
You put me there. Come on.
You never said anything.
Imina ran all the way up to it. How come I can't?
Because Imina was closer.
Why weren't I closer?
I don't know.
You just put them in random spots. Come
Yeah,
on.
so
You
he was
are
running
ready to
up with
go.
Imina. Imina said, I'm running after it. And he was like,
Right.
I'm chasing right after
Like,
Imina.
what the
I
heck?
will
Like,
allow it. All right. so
theoretically.
next time we do this,
Figure out where
everyone needs to tell me where they're at. All right.
We did before we started. Amina says I'm running towards it. I'm like, so am I.
Okay, but next time we will figure it out. We'll stop and be like, I'm here. You're here.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I smash it upside of the head. I'm gonna kind of uppercut the jaw. So I'm just kind of aim for that sweet spot, that knockout spot right there.
Roll for attack.
All right. Shit. 15.
That hits.
Yes. All right. So since I hit, and I had Searing Smite on it, it's gonna do 3d6 fire damage.
Okay.
So it's taking 13 fire damage, and then
I just
and
wrote
then
my
9 bludgeoning damage.
personality traits, and it says, if someone's in trouble, I help. I always protect those who cannot help themselves. I protect people who cannot stand up for themselves. Those are my 3 personality traits.
And then at the start of each of the monster's turns, it has to make a Constitution saving throw, or take that much fire damage again.
All right. So you said it takes how much damage?
13 fire damage,
13 fire damage.
and it's now on fire.
But it's in the water.
Shut up. I don't use my brain and use lightning like these people. I didn't take calculus in dwarf school.
The top part of him is out of the water, so he can totally be on fire.
Good enough. I like that noise.
Now I want one for no reason, just to pop the heads off.
Yeah.
All right. Since that is the bottom of the round, and we are now reaching to the top of the round. You see as this creature is angry as like 2 of the heads from the opposite sides are blasted off, and you see one of like the necks of it. It starts like, God, I wish everybody watched Dragon Ball Z. But you see as one of the necks starts like, kind of like, it grows kind of like in girth, and you
Swells
see,
up.
yeah, it swells up, and as it swells up, you see shoot out of it another head, but this time it splits off into 2.
Gosh, damn it!
Whoa, bro, you went deep. That's what he said, actually.
Nobody thought about that. It's
Everyone in this
Hydra.
room thought about that.
I didn't Hydra.
Did you really
You
not?
cut one head
He
off.
literally
to
looked at
take
me and
your
said,
place.
"You don't know the lore of Hydras or something like that." I'm like, "Of course I do. I just don't care."
How'd Hercules defeat it?
Yeah, buried under some rubble in an animated movie.
All right, so Amina, your turn.
Well,
All right, we're swinging again.
that was good. Good
I
surprise.
just watched Hercules last week.
What?
I'm gonna swing with my axe again.
Swing with your axe. Swing.
Swing low. That's a match one.
Is it really?
Sweet chariot.
Okay.
Coming for the carry me.
Might wanna be careful with those.
So what do I do?
You double your dice. So whatever your dice.
Really?
Yeah, you double your dice,
Wow.
but you don't double your modifiers.
Okay. 6.
You rolled 6 on your dice,
No, I rolled 5 and then I added 1.
so
Oh, I was supposed to add 3 to my
you
Nine.
rolled.
Rolled a 5.
So you rolled a 5.
Roll again.
Plus 1 for the axe. Plus.
So
for
what? Okay, pause. What is your dice, or what is your weapon dice?
D4.
A D4.
She rolled 2d4.
She rolled 2. Your axe?
The battle axe. Yeah. As
Your
far as I know.
Battle.
That ain't
My
right.
hammer is 1d8.
Recheck that. It's at least a D8.
Yeah, you're hitting it with your hand. You're smacking it.
Yeah, my hammer is a d8.
A dagger
My
does
unarmed
a D4.
is a d4.
Lol.
Have you been doing this for a while now?
I mean, she's been shooting mostly arrows, though, in her
What
defense.
was I using that for?
I don't know.
Probably a dagger.
Because I definitely said you had like a war axe or something like that.
Big two-hander? Good grief.
Yeah, the big two-hander.
Did I actually hit any guards when I red rovered, or no?
You did.
Yes.
It's a D8,
Alright,
right?
perfect.
Yes, it's a D8.
12.
Total?
Yeah.
Total?
Good, good.
Can I reroll my daggers last time?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We're here to learn. It's fine.
You've been hitting people with the handle.
Oh, that's how I use it.
Okay, so listen, my intelligence would that aligns.
Alright, so as you
Swinging
kind
by
of-
the metal.
so as
Why
you
am I getting hurting more than
Is it a battle? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Is it a battle axe or a great
Yeah.
axe?
It's
I think it's a great.
I'm thinking it's a
the
great axe.
berserker's axe.
I think it's a great axe, and it would be a D12.
Dang!
If it's a two-hander,
Yeah.
No, we picked battle axe because it was the versatile one.
okay.
Affords me a better weapon for sure. No doubt about it. Much
Alright.
rest we get.
So
But it's versatile. She's using it with the two hands.
is she using it with two hands or using roll a D it's a D10.
Is it D10?
Yes, if it's two hands D10. So re-roll that.
Write that down so you know.
Yeah.
Not this.
So you can do more damage forever. Yeah. 0 is a 10.
Okay, so 18.
18.
It just keeps getting better. Let's
Yeah.
just keep going.
It's actually a D20.
With advantage.
You said 18?
Yeah.
We're doing damage today.
You are. Alright, so as you grab your axe with two hands, you grip it tight and you make a good clean cut, just kind of like really getting deep into the neck of this hydra. You can kind of see is like as you like get deep into the throat, you can kind of see like some type of like ice start formulating onto your axe because you hit like a certain part of it.
You get an ice pick.
Oh. Okay. I don't know where to go.
All right.
It's the Hydra's turn. Y'all have to die.
So
Did you make a Constitution saving throw?
the Constitution saving throw.
You're on fire, bro.
Well, I was gonna say the head that you hit that was on fire it's dropped.
To make more
And it-
heads.
Yeah,
Science.
to make more heads. But it rolled a natural 20 on that one.
Oh, you barely made it. Good job.
And then let's see. So first two heads. Those 12 miss. Let's see. The next two heads. Alright. Let's see, that is a 23 on Imina.
Great. And it's
Alright.
Are you sure?
Pretty fast enough. That's one of the things that I know. My AC, I do know.
Your fighter, do you have the shield?
Well, not if she's
Shield
using it.
defense?
Not currently. It's on my back. I'm not using it because I'm too
Alright.
weighted on my.
You take
switch those
14 points of piercing damage.
Got snake bit again.
That is a natural 20
Two
Bro.
heads pop up.
plus 8.
Kevin didn't take me as much
Right,
as
2 in a row, really?
Yeah, 2 in a row.
He's lying.
No, I'm not.
It's clearly a 0-2. I saw.
Alright, so
Pepper respond.
what did that?
I don't know. Pepper's mom doesn't say quiet but cheap.
There it is. I don't know why I keep on putting it back in there. I don't know why this text keeps falling out. Alright. So that is 15 points of damage to you, Angus.
You sure it hit?
At 28.
Are you sure it hit?
Yes.
Alright. I'll take your word for it. Whatever your magical number was.
Mythically.
Like, I'm pretty sure your AC is not above a 21.
It is a 21.
It's not above 21.
How do you get an AC that high?
You can
I'm
set
wearing-
it up to 20, and then there's
Wearing
50.
plate mail, plus whenever I just leveled up the last time, I got +1 to my AC because of my class trait.
My AC is trash.
So,
I can get it even
Mine's
higher
a
with the
12.
spell.
Mhm.
Mine's, I think, is
I can
19.
do it. I can enlarge your initiative.
alright, so
Why are
as
people doing this?
as what happens,
In Montana.
the Hydra creature, you can kind of see as the two-headed part of the Hydra creature snaps at two people, completely missing. Third one snaps at, but its neck is too short. But the two in the middle kind of go for Imina and Angus, biting deep on Angus right through his armor.
Oh!
And then the other one sneaking through and biting like the arm. And then there's the blown off head. That is now Niramour's turn.
Yay! I'm going to throw my singular dagger at it.
Roll for attack.
Is it at least poisoned? Nailed it.
That'll be 6.
Wild magic.
It wasn't a spell.
Doesn't matter.
There's a magical dagger. Roll.
Your wild
that
magic
misses.
trigger made.
What are you worried
It's,
about? We're all
follow.
using magic out in the open.
Well,
They're
I'm.
shooting lightning.
I'm
No,
not
he's
using it.
behind a box and you prayed to a god so far. That's
and-
all liable cause, and that's just a storm. I can argue
Liable
all of that away.
cause?
I'm very charismatic.
I'm just using
Alright, so that
I use.
utterly misses. So as you throw the sword, as you throw the dagger, it kind of like it goes and like it hits it, but it just kind of like ting, 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 like did not have enough force, just right into
The
the
hilt
water.
hits it.
Exactly.
Alright. Great. Love that for me. Now I have no daggers.
You have so much practice throwing daggers, clearly.
Glory.
I'm going to hit it with the water with a lightning stroke again. So.
Oh my god, I can't see. 12.
Don't-
27.
I don't want to do addition for you. I'm not doing it. My hand hurts.
27. Again, as that happens,
Hey, did y'all see that? A head just came off.
My head pops off.
What's going on?
You kind of see again. Surges through and you see the coats. Imina.
He's getting the dice out. I think he's gonna do something this time.
Nothing major.
Soter?
Yeah, I will send a fireball right at its neck.
Yes!
It needs to make a dexterity save.
How you gonna argue that one away?
He's a machine. He was built that way. It's part of what comes
It's a
out
simple
of the way
flamethrower,
that
that's
he
all
was
it is.
built.
Simple flamethrower.
Flamethrower,
You
dude.
can't put those words together.
It's a weapon that
It
makes
is.
fire.
I am a weapon.
How much do you think an Elon Musk flamethrower costs?
So flame. Alright. How much a what would cost?
I want one.
Elon.
Yeah, roll. You say it's a dex?
Yes.
Yeah, I rolled a 8 plus 1, so it's a 9.
That ain't enough. My spell modifier is like 13, maybe.
Oh, 14?
15, sorry.
Yeah, not enough.
Alright. It's just 7 points of damage.
Alright.
But it's still there. Just sitting there hovering. Burning its butt.
So you see as one of the heads just catches on fire, and it really you can see it's like what looks like this, like it is really taking like a lot of damage from this, and it's like really like kind of wiggling around really vigorously, trying to put out the fire on its face. Bhel.
I threw a dagger at it.
She hit it. She just didn't do any damage.
The hilt hit it.
Kinda sad.
Sad robot.
Drop another electrical ball in the water.
Casually.
Alright.
Kareem!
Kobe.
It was a hook shot. It's Kareem.
Oh, good point.
If he shot a fader, then absolutely.
Yes, you're right. Stand correct.
13,
Oh my god, you had
28. I had so many. That was good.
you have so many good rolls, yeah.
Oh, 7,
I have like
21,
3, 2,
25.
6, 6.
25.
Big difference between 7 points of damage and 25 points of damage. It's close though.
Yeah.
Close.
You don't need to do revision for me, dude.
I wonder why there's a Hydra in the middle of town, anyways.
That is random.
The lore up and magic
Yeah, I
wizards.
just like I feel like there's got to be a story behind that.
Oh, it's a dirty sewer water. They love dirty sewer water.
Yeah.
One of the
Trying to
heads.
decide if I can make a lightning bolt that comes from me look like it comes from my
One of the
glove.
heads just
That
explodes,
comes from me.
showering
That would be disguised.
Angus
I'm
and
gonna be like, bro, where did the lightning bolt come from?
Amina. Just coating you guys in all
But it's
blood.
8d6.
Yes.
Huh?
Alright,
8d6.
Angus,
I
your
should
turn.
have taken my coat off
Alright,
before we started.
Too late
But
now.
So
also
I
you're
am
the
still a
your
learner,
disguise self
of
comes
course.
up.
So this is a concentration. It lasts
And then
1
you're
minute,
to either way because
and
you
it
do
says upon your next hit while this is active. So it's still within the next minute. So would this one count as a Syrian Smite strike as well, or not?
Yes.
It would. Okay. I didn't quite understand. So I'm still just in battle and just swinging all willy nilly. And I got 18. $18 hit.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I can tell you how much
18 to
damage
hit?
I've done so far.
Yes.
Alright, that hits.
All right.
How much damage I've done so far.
So 13 fire damage and 3 bludgeoning damage.
Darn it.
We're messing this thing up.
I feel like it too. Like this, we're doing some damage. I'm really enjoying the Searing Smite. It's like the first time I've used it, and I'm feeling it right now. It's working.
You said how many of the fire damage?
13.
You're like 100 between those.
And now it's on fire and has to make a Constitution saving throw during its turn. Unless, of course, the head falls off. Huh! Didn't see that coming. Well, what do you know? We won!
Nope, still has 2 heads. That ends your turn?
Well, yeah, I guess it does.
Is it its turn?
Oh, it's the beginning of the round.
So it's not their turn.
That's Amina's turn.
Well, I'm saying it because every time they take a turn, they gotta make a dex saving throw.
Yeah.
And a Constitution saving throw.
And a Constitution. Well, he says the head was on fire and the head fell off. Like I get,
Put it down.
yeah, I get like the continuity of that. It makes sense to me.
Look at all this head.
That does look really cool. Have you put all the 2 heads on it yet?
Didn't you paint that yourself?
Yeah.
Pretty dope, guys.
Alright. So.
You can like actively see the damage we're doing to it. I like it.
So what happens is, as that last head, like as you knock off that head, and you're like, yeah, we got all the heads, and you see the 2 heads kind of look at you, and as that happens, you start seeing the necks just like you see like this big huge spray, and you see 2 more heads pop up. You see 2 more heads just pop off. And you see like 2 of the 2 stumps just kind of like they're kind of just flitting there.
I don't know how Chelsey feels, but it's super satisfying chopping up heads. I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling it.
You're just there all night, just chopping off heads.
I could do this all
The
day.
guards sitting back like,
They
what
have
the
to get
fuck are
smaller
they
and
doing?
smaller, so they're eventually going to be little, like, niblets. Just trying to bite you. Little water snakes.
Well, he never said it was a Hydra. He actually called it a snake.
Alright. So, Mina, your turn. Correct? Yeah, correcto mundo. It's your turn.
It doesn't even get to attack. It just grows heads.
No, it's start of the round. That's when
Yeah,
they
start of the round.
Yeah,
The heads.
heads.
Yeah, start of the round. His head's just all the guts just spray out, and it's just 2 heads doing their thing, maybe even fighting each other.
Okay,
you messed
so-
this up.
Come here, come here.
Let's see here. 15 hit?
Yes, 15 does hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna swing at it, and this one actually need a D10 this time. 9.
9 points of damage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. So as you go, and you jump up, and you kind of see like one of the heads that just immediately popped up, you go and you go for that, and you try to go to like really try to chop that head off, and it kind of like nicks it right at the scale of it, and just start seeing kind of like blood just kind of spurting out. And as that happens, it turns.
Ruh-roh.
And as that happens, I need
Bhel.
Run away, Bill.
I mean, like, he only did 15 damage to me. He's not that strong.
Alright, that was a different thing. I wonder what was going on. Alright, I need Imina and Angus to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? I got the highest constitution in this room.
Oh, shit.
I have the highest constitution in
It
this
was so
room.
beautiful to watch, too.
What happened?
He rolled a 1.
That's hilarious.
It was just like, ha! I got the best gift of 1.
Well,
I have a constitution of 18, just so we're super clear about this.
Are you proficient on
ridiculous.
Constitution saving throws?
Wait, I'm
Also,
sure.
that's-
Yes, I am.
So it's your proficiency.
But
in
it's so
con mod.
fun.
It's still a 1.
My proficiency, that's a 7? So
It's
8?
Yeah, but it's still
Is
a
this
1,
what you
so
rolled?
it's not.
This
Yeah,
It's not good, but
This, I thought it was a
That's
7.
definitely a 1.
that's a 1.
I wish it were a 7.
Alright.
I'm adding 7 to it. It's 8.
It helps so much.
I mean, like a 1 to an 8. It's a pretty big jump. I'm just saying.
Yes, it's a mighty big jump.
However, I feel like a natural 1 like probably has
It's like a person who got a 37 on a score, and then they answered all the
The teacher gave me extra credit.
exactly, and you still got a failing grade.
Oh my gosh. Why, Morden? Why?
Alright. Imina, what did you get?
I'm at 11.
11?
Yeah.
Alright, so you
Got
guys
3 higher than me.
both take...
Cool.
You gotta do it again?
Yeah.
Dang,
I just
crazy.
saw a whole bunch of 6s.
That's never good.
So that was,
Oh, man.
let's see. $21 points of damage.
Cool.
As both of the heads that are now in front of you, both like their like necks kind of engulf, and you almost see like a blue. You see like this bluish white form out of their mouth as they just breathe upon you guys.
Taking 36 points of damage.
I mean, are you looking okay? Sorry.
All right.
What am I gonna do? You're right there. You can't go over there.
You're closer than I am.
Let's just say me and her are both hurting a little bit.
What do you mean? Yeah, battle for support and assist.
I mean, I have 20 left because I'm super cool. But
So what you gonna do about that?
I wish her the best. It's not even my turn. Stop. Relax. You'll go first. So what are you gonna do?
All
I'm gonna
right.
kill it.
That
What
is
have you been
a
doing?
1.
Kill it. What about your friends?
All right.
As
So
you said,
Belle,
you come after
as
me,
you
I
see
hope that
two
you help
of the
your friends.
heads kind of come at you, you see one kind of try to nip you at the foot and one try to nip you at the arm, and you can kind of see, like, as you do that, you kind of jump up, and as you jump up, you kind of do like this, like, squat, and they just kind of go, missing you both entirely. Let's see.
You're looking to see who can get.
No, I can't really get anybody. Let's see. Nope. He used up all his breath attacks in that one. Niramour.
Belle's behind some boxes.
Uh-huh.
Can I also be concealed behind those boxes?
You can certainly try.
he's 2 foot tall.
Literally.
I don't know how the boxes are.
Who told the boxes?
Yay. Say yay, tall. Please say yay.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Oh.
What's wrong with you, man?
Alright.
One.
I'm going to go up beside Belle.
Are you gonna crawl? Please crawl.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
crouch
perfect hide for him.
Yeah.
behind the boxes.
and get as much in my cloak as I can. Like, my hands are going to be far back, and my face is going to be as far concealed as I can. And I'm going to shoot lightning bolt at the water, and immediately after I'm going to use Quicken Spell to redisguise myself.
Alright.
So the water needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It fails. Usually this is 8d6. Do you want it to be 10d6 of lightning damage?
I'm so sorry. You just won.
Why did I just make that roll?
I
don't know.
told you it was absurd. You wouldn't listen to me.
I know exactly why I made the roll, and now it's biting me in the ass because I was just like, oh.
I
not
thought I was
everyone's
the only one who had lightning too.
Well, I told you, like,
utilizing our environment.
I know, I'm
hitting
sorry I came up with the best
A
idea
perfect
ever,
hit makes
and now
sense,
everyone's
but the
using
extra
it.
damage makes
Make it
no
12.
sense at all.
12d6? Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, I need some d6.
Oh, I got a
Wow.
ridiculous
Weird.
amount of d6.
I like
Wow.
it because it's
Yeah,
giving
I have
us
a stupid
advantage
amount, I don't
on
know
using
why.
our environment and being
Well,
smart.
I mean, I looked it up more, and Matt was kind
Apparently,
of
I don't have enough.
I need 3
And that's
d6s.
great because I will never do this
Oh,
again.
there's some in here.
'Cause
But-
this is exactly how I saw it. I'm like, all right, cool. I've made
got
this
it.
battle. Most likely, not everyone's going to make this
Okay.
or are going to fight in this.
This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
They're all
Holy
ones,
crap.
don't worry.
I've never rolled this many dice in my life. Wow. Alright, this
The
is...
only reason I started hitting the
Well,
water is I knew it
16.
didn't have a dexterity saving throw, and I would automatically hit with my 3Ds. But you were like, and I was like, alright, let's do it.
6.
And then when I made it 1.5 times the damage, and then I was just like,
It should have been like half the damage. Like a perfect hit, but half the
54
damage.
points of lightning damage.
Damn! Damn!
54.
So
Well, she got to add 4 extra
I
dice.
know, right?
I only got to
Yeah.
add 2 extra dice.
Yours was 3 and
yours
mine
was
6.
3 and hers was already at. You said it was an
8d6?
Yeah, 8d6. So I added on.
Hey, this is between you
half
two.
the
I have
dice,
nothing
so
to do
it
with
made
this.
it
I'm
12
out.
because I added on 4 dice. Same with you. I've added on 2 extra dice and
I did
2
50.
extra dice. So
I did 7.
Explain what has happened just now, Mr. the DM, sir.
How you want to do this?
Immediately changing back into Shelley.
So-
How you want to do this?
as another lightning bolt. Wait, did you say the lightning bolt is coming? This is coming from your hands. So
They did this, though.
as this
I'm hoping
happens,
there's a water trickle or something. If somebody sees that I can say, oh, I just
as this happens, you see like this beam of light
You're going to jail now.
of lightning cast like behind this crate, beaming through this creature. Wait, you didn't hit the water, did you? You hit the water, didn't
No,
you?
she called water.
All right, so you
Called
are
it.
you're casting it down upon the water, and you see as all the like, you see the river kind of turn like white, like a light bulb white and like kind of bluish. I shouldn't look directly into that one. And you just see as like this snake just kind of like one by one, you start seeing like the necks just straight off.
Bloody
And you
fireworks.
start seeing the heads just one landing in front, like in the fountain. Other ones are like landing into the water, going into other buildings.
I think Imina is covered in blood like me.
And you just start seeing as it just drops into the like river, causing the river to go from white to red. As it
Now
all,
the water supply.
as it all happens, you start seeing
Hide your
the
blood's
guards-
poisonous.
You see the guards kind of sitting there. Some of them are tending to the wounded or healing the other ones with like potions and everything. And then you see like one of the guys kind of like walk out of the crowd.
Wait. They're healing their people
They have potions.
with potions?
It's alchemy, it's not magic.
Alchemy is definitely a branch of magic.
Yeah.
They taught it in Harry Potter school.
Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
I think it's different.
Alchemy is science.
So
They definitely taught it at
It's
Hogwarts.
herbology, it's natural.
as
It's like,
they're
I feel like a potion in D&D is like medicine.
I feel like a potion uses magical elements.
No.
It can, but
No, it's like
it doesn't have to.
natural, like
I feel like it's
So let's say I got a cut on my arm and I drink a potion and all of a sudden it just closes.
It's like
That is
taking
not
ibuprofen.
natural.
Alright, so we're gonna continue. So you see a man in like very full plate armor, kind of has the crap, I can't even think of the capital city. No, you know it has like the crest on his chest, and he has this like giant like hulking sword on his back, and he looks at you guys. He's like, "Hey, you guys, halt! I need you guys to come with me. Come here, all you guys." And
I'm behind a building.
I mean, he sees us all. We were just fighting behind
We
him.
obviously
He
don't
can't tell.
comply.
He can't tell that I'm the.
You
I didn't
next?
I'm just gonna stay behind the building. The magic is.
I clearly walked right up to him.
The storm cloud has
Since he
dissipated
asked.
at this point.
right.
I respond to what is it? I respond to strong leadership.
He did say that.
Alright. So he calls you guys over. He looks over in your direction, goes, "You as well."
I'm leaning up against the building. He doesn't even know I'm there.
He does. You were hiding.
I was hiding.
Grandma's boy.
I was up against the building so no one could see me. If he's over here and they're all right there in his view, I'm up against the building. He can't see nothing.
Then roll a stealth check.
Bitch, I do.
Who is this?
You know you're not
Motion
gonna.
to us a guard?
It's kind of what looks like a guard leader. You're not hiding, are you?
Oh! I wasn't gonna do anything. He gave me that look. Okay.
I don't think he can see me, but that's just. I don't think anyone.
You're like 8 foot tall.
I turn invisible. Goodbye. I'm gone.
Do you really?
Hey, he said y'all come over here. I'm too scared. She warned me about people killing people with magic. I'm scared.
She just turned invisible.
How do you respond to that? Like, what?
So,
Yeah,
If
no.
he suspected we were magic before, it's on the table now.
so he looks at it. Like you guys kind of like trying to tell you guys to all come here, and he sees that, and he just goes. He has like this wide-eyed look, and he's like, "All right, I need you guys." Was going to come over here. Thank you guys for that, and
I don't fucking care. I'm gone. I'm in the carriage. I hid in the carriage. I'm invisible.
Here comes Bhel to save the day.
he pulls it out.
I think you might know who I am.
He looks at it and goes, "All right, so it looks like you are with that group.
What's your business?
You guys still have to come with me, and we still have to get your names down and have you guys to kind of given licenses and stuff to make sure that you guys are able to do what just happened.
I'm part of the engineering
And that is
corps.
completely understandable, but your friends are not, and because your friends are with you, and sometimes may not be with you at all times.
They're my
this-
traveling posse. We cleared
Yes,
them
and
in
this
the
is a new
previous
law that
castle,
has
so,
now just been implemented.
yesterday.
Yes, just yesterday.
Who's your officer?
He
I need to
said-
speak with him.
We're actually leaving.
And that's understandable, but because of what's going on, it does not matter where
Intimidate
you
this
go.
fool, please.
He goes, because of what's happening now, it does not matter where you go. We are also escorting people out into the field, into the countryside to talk about this.
I'm sorry, what's going on now?
All innocent. She's guilty.
He says, "All right, so most likely you guys, from what looks like you have this seal, know about what happened at the Capitol. Basically, there was an attack. Basically, because of new law, basically going on.
We learned that Emmett is actually trying to help save magic.
So you
He
say.
says because of the new law that the Duchess has now, actually Madeline, the Queen, has put into aspect that we must have all details on any magic users.
There was no magic here. I just handed you the engineering. These are.
So you're gonna say that lightning coming out of the sky isn't
It was a
magic.
storm.
Have you ever seen
Magic
a
going
facility?
horizontal? Explain that.
When did that happen?
I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. I saw what I saw.
The law was, and it's stupid.
Yes, intimidation. I'm gonna nudge her for advantage. Come on.
What did you say?
The law was.
You said
and
I
it's
wasn't born
stupid.
yesterday.
She's
She
flexing.
said the law
She
was.
is flexing.
The
Don't
law
lie.
was born yesterday, and it's stupid.
It is stupid.
I'm glad you agree. We'll be on our way now. Thank you.
I still have
Yes.
rules that I have to follow, and you are not going anywhere.
I'm gone by this point. I'm away. I'm invisible.
We
I'm
distracted him enough that he might
gone. I
have
took the
forgotten.
carriage and I left.
The reins are just like
It's like Gloria took the horses and left us in town, and now.
I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
No, the horses can stay. I just left. I went outside. I left. Said, fuck this shit, I'm out.
It's a 19 on intimidation, though.
I told you. This man's backing down. He is not that courageous. There's no way. It was like an
Actually-
intimidating machine.
Here.
If
I would like
Amos is
to
helping me.
I was
I would
definitely
like to
helping you. I'm
speak
nudging
with
your
my
arm.
24. So.
I'm so proud right now. You don't even know.
All right, so with an intimidation, he looks at you, he steps back, calls over more men, and says, "Put them in shackles.
I'm
If
going
we're
to
not going to
speak-
do this the easy way, then
I
we
love
have to do
the
this
hard
I'm
way.
going to speak with my proficiency in persuasion and say,
Are you sure?
sir, yes. Please, I'm sorry. We were on a mission for this man's god, and I don't know if you heard him praying, but that's really what helped us, and we really need to be on our way. Please, it's for Moradin, and that's how we were able to do this, and we helped your town, and I really
Praise him.
believe that it was very courteous of us to do that, but we really have a mission to be on.
Roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, holy fuck.
Disadvantage because I'm standing next to her.
That would have been
fuming.
23. Oh, still with disadvantage, it's 19.
Ooh.
Great. She.
What?
We're really sorry.
Really sorry.
Soldiers.
Naruto's sexy jutsu.
Shelly over here.
Shelly.
So
Blondes
you
are her
see,
weakness.
he looks at you, and here's what you have to say. And he says, his demeanor kind of comes down, even though the men are starting to march with up to you guys with shackles in hand. He says, and I understand that you guys have something to do, and I completely understand that. And you guys can be on your way, but first, I have to uphold the law. And the law now says that people who do magic, does not matter if it is arcane or divine, have to be listed, and I have to do my job.
Okay.
So-
Okay,
so
well, in
Liz,
that case, I was the only one that did magic, and I'll drop my disguise.
Meta.
Whoa.
These guards got one shot by this Hydra, and me and Chelsey over here took like 10 hits apiece. Just saying. Wild.
So,
It's a little meta, but I'm just saying.
I was the one that called the lightning.
Chelsea's over here looking rough.
How do I do that? How much health do I gain back? What do I do?
You roll, is it a greater health potion or a normal health potion?
It's just a potion.
It's 1d4 plus
4,
something.
I think. He
it would be the modifier if we ever made it, but
So he looks at you and says, "It might have been, but I do know that right now in our midst there is a cleric." He looks at Angus and says, "I know sigils and I know symbols. You guys are all going to come with us, and they all have to get your names, and we all have to figure out where you guys are going. And this is just the new law."
But I didn't do magic.
Who is your officer?
I am the head officer.
Who's above you then? Who's
This
someone
is
lower
how
to
you
you so
run
I
this
can complain to
business?
them about you and we can bond on that.
I think if you like defeat the top dog, you become the top dog. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. That's how the law works.
You just need to write down our names and then we can go.
There is a little bit of paperwork that we have to do.
We all just obviously make up names.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll start going with them. I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
Brilliant.
Complying.
Fuck that shit, I'm not there.
Fuck that shit on that.
I don't have to go anywhere because I didn't do magic.
I mean,
I literally didn't do magic.
True.
It doesn't matter. They don't have to write my name down. They don't know who I am.
they're not okay. For you,
For me, I get to go because they didn't do magic.
Also, the guards gave her permission to walk up to it. Like,
I mean,
Literally.
that's not abiding by the
guards
law.
didn't really give her permission.
You said, and I quote, "move along."
Oh.
Yes, more
Say,
of
guys, we're gonna let her through.
more of. She just scared me shitless. I'm not dealing with this. Like
Scared of
Oh,
her.
you're
Scared
saying
of the
nothing is-
Hydra. Everybody's trying to kill
exactly.
me.
If a lower guard just says she's got an axe in hand, she looks crazy. Fuck that shit. I'm out. Like I don't get paid that much. I get paid a decent living, not enough to deal with a girl who could chop my head off. Like, so that was basically what happened. All right, so as you guys are escorted to,
I'm not going with the guards. I'm standing my ground right there.
Sir, what's your name? I'm speaking to the guard.
Arthur.
Arthur.
Literally, that's what I was thinking. He's like, goddamn Arthur.
Freaking Arthur.
It is.
Arthritis.
Not
He's
wise.
as annoying as arthritis.
It is not wise to try to collect this group.
Just see us kill this giant
It would
Hydra
be-
snake monster.
In your interest,
We are way
in
too
the
much trouble for this guard.
interest of the
Way
town,
too much trouble.
just to let us go.
We are way above this guy's pay grade.
This
We ain't
isn't
worth it.
intimidation at all. This is just me making a helpful
Perfectly
suggestion.
reasonable
Would it help
argument.
if
The
I
only thing I
hand him
would
the paper
write
that
in the
has
notes would be, don't mess with the Six of Spades.
Would it help to hand him the forms that I collected from our meetings and say that we have been recognized from the castle? They all
We're the
know
ones
who
who
we
saved the
are.
queen.
You can gather our information from them.
Yeah, didn't we get some sort of paper or something like from the king that said like we're going to collect the crystals or something like that? Like
That might be in the papers I handed you. I've handed you a bunch of papers because I keep all the papers.
All the papers.
Because I was just thinking that you were just like, here's the crest symbol that says we are of these people. So he looked at those papers and goes, all right, you're connected to those people. That doesn't, and you know, for him, he was saying that doesn't exclude you from us having.
It's
that
more of
information.
our records and stuff. Our information
Why don't
is
you say
already
that?
gathered.
Yeah.
So now that he sees the papers,
Even though it
what were
hasn't.
you were
That's
saying?
it. That was
Right.
it.
So he looks at you and he's like, "Trust me, I understand how much of that you guys do not want to go through this." And he kind of, you give him the papers and goes, "Ah, thank you. This makes my job much easier." He
Take the papers back.
takes the papers and says, "All right, so I will take these papers. I will bring them back."
Take the papers. Take the papers. No, I'm on there.
And he says,
come on there.
he says, and then you guys can go about your day.
I don't think I'm on there.
Crap. Do the papers have our name on them?
I don't think so. I think it's just more like, hey,
The only
these
way
Oh,
he's
you
gonna
can
go
turn the
is if all our names, including the one that bounced.
Hey, as long as I can be stubborn and not go with them. That's
I
all.
don't think
we're
our
asking
names
for.
are on there. Why would our
camera.
names be on there?
Yeah, that wouldn't
Because
really
we
make
all
sense.
went to the castle and y'all were my posse.
And I mean, Neptune's
But
beard.
the thing is, when did we get papers for that?
They record everything.
Instead of
No.
wasting time with this, why don't we all just start walking towards the carriage? What are they gonna
We're
do?
going to get the crystals?
What are they gonna
They
do?
didn't. They just
They're
said
gonna fight.
here's
This is
clearance. You guys have.
part-
They got
clearance.
one shot
That's
by a
what
Hydra.
clearance is.
I'm just
No,
telling you.
but it didn't have.
Like,
any
I could
other
just-
thing.
I'm just gonna
All it
walk
had was
and ignore
the seal
them.
that he
Like, come
showed
on.
them earlier with his engineer thing on it. He
And
didn't have any other
six of
papers.
spades.
Yeah, but it doesn't have our names on it.
It has stuff that I sent to the castle about our information.
Bro, if my fucking name's on that paper, you best believe I'm gonna kill you.
He doesn't know
Well,
this.
then he's a dead man. Everybody's name, every member of the
Group,
Six of
can we
Spades
please
is
just
on
start
the
walking towards the carriage?
So, as that all happens, a couple minutes go by. So the man gives you back your papers and he says, "Thank you." And he walks off.
Panic, panic, panic.
Right?
Bell's dead, guys. Saying that right now.
So,
Did we just like lose reputation points in the town, or did we gain them?
For
you
being
will see
assholes.
next time you're in
It's a
town.
catch-22.
we saved the town, but we also pissed off the guards.
You will see next time you're in town.
We don't work for you.
So, as that all happens, you guys start to gather up to the cart. You see the stable girl, and she's just like looking at you guys and like looking at everything. She's just like, "Wow, I've heard of the rumors of the snake that's in the lake, but I never thought it would actually travel down the channel. You guys handled that."
Wait a second, we're attracting monsters.
I say thanks.
This is terrible.
He just like looks at you. Yeah. Well, like I was saying, before all this commotion happened, horses are taken care of. Everything should be nice. You guys have a great day. I'm gonna need a day off.
Me too.
Just has his like head down, like that was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
By chance, have you seen the very tall one?
No, not at all.
You can send a message to her.
I don't know how far I've gone, but I would have
You
like
have to
walked out of the gate.
Disguise yourself.
Like, walk away.
De-disguise.
Like out of this
I already
city?
did that.
Yes.
You
When
just
I
leave
said
your
that I was
crew?
the one using magic.
I'm part of a tribe. We do not want our information tracked. Something happened to my tribe a while ago.
So what you're saying is we need to go on a side quest and burn down the police station.
Yes.
I'm in.
God damn it. I'm in.
You son of
Burn
a
the
bitch.
town.
And then
And then
everyone
after you-
becomes
and
You talked me into it.
everyone becomes chaotic evil.
And then after Niramour was like, bitches hunt magic people and shit like that, I was like, oh. Connecting some things with my. I was like, damn. Maybe this day.
Alright. So,
Are we playing out the Avengers storyline?
I don't
Kinda.
know.
Yeah.
Or
Oh my gosh, we are.
Stark, Hulk, Wanda.
That's who I would want to be anyway. Arrow.
oh god.
We're not playing out the Avengers thing.
We need to find your
Yeah,
loved
the
one so we can
Accords.
kill them off.
Black Widow?
Civil War.
That's happened.
Star Lord.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
reacted different. Star-Lord, definitely. Alright, so as you guys grab your cart, you guys start to travel out of town. Cuilorea, you see, you kind of see like the cart going by as they're all traveling out of town. What do you do?
I'm gonna be casting a message the whole time. Like, Cuilorea, are you there? We're coming. Are you there? It's okay.
Y'all just passed me up.
So you stay?
I said y'all just passed me up. Y'all are going faster than I can walk.
No,
apparently.
she's going slow, and as she's going, she's like,
Yeah, I've
hey,
been casting a message the whole time. Like
let's go,
every
let's go.
since I've been walking, like Cuilorea, like that's just happening.
Yeah,
So
so
that's why
Rapid
you've been so distracted.
you kind of
Are
see.
you guys walking or are you guys in the carriage?
You're in the carriage. The carriage doesn't go
But we're like,
Who's next to the carriage? Who's driving it? Who's driving it?
Probably me.
I'm gonna hop up next to you. I'm still invisible, and I'm gonna be like, I don't think they should know our names.
That'd be terrifying.
Like, if you guys gave them our names, then it's over.
I think that Bhel just gave them a paper with our group name, but I'm not sure. I'm still messaging you. I don't think it had our names on it, but I've actually never seen his paper. I haven't seen a lot of things Bhel does, actually. He just shows up with stuff.
I'm staying invisible. It's like when a squid inks.
That's gross.
Okay.
Alright. So as you guys start to travel out of town, you guys can kind of see, like, on this side of town, like, the roads are kind of more of like dirt road. It's like more open outward. Kind of like let's see, kind of just more like flat land. It's hills, but it's just more like flat hills that you're going to go through, and it seems more mountainous as you can see the mountains of that were pointed towards are looking much closer. This is where we shall end our session. Alright.
Cool.
We did it! Nobody wanted to, but we did it!
You
I know.
made
Literally
us.
could have just walked away the whole time.
You guys could have walked away the whole
We didn't have to give
time.
more names or anything, but, here
But
we are.
good night, you guys. See you guys in a fortnight. A week or
No
2
idea.
weeks.
We always ask this question.
See you guys in a fortnight.
Every single time.